Chapter 229. Grandpa Xian stood up from the chair. He held his breath and walked to Xianxia. Before she could say anything, he slapped her face and shouted hysterically. Get lost. Get lost as far as you can. Then Grandpa Xian's body fell down. The Xians were so frightened that they came forward to help him. Father, Grandpa. Xinrui wanted to help Grandpa Xian. But Xinlin pushed her away. Because of you, the Xian family is in a mess. Grandpa has collapsed because of you. Are you happy now? Don't touch Grandpa. Xinlin, ignore them. Send your grandpa to the hospital. Grandpa Xian wanted to speak for Mu Qiqi. But he could not. Because he had been holding on. He was heartbroken when he saw what happened. He knew that Mu Qiqi was disappointed in him. But he did not want Xianxia to hold Xiaoqi's weakness against her. Mu Qiqi even hit him. Qiqi. Grandpa Xian kept calling Mu Qiqi's name when he was unconscious. Huang Yu was helpless. So she called Mu Qiqi. Qiqi, I know you are angry with your grandpa. But he has fainted. He is on the way to the hospital. Come and see him. Because of the phone call, Xing Xiao suddenly changed his route home. Grandpa Xian was sent to the hospital for emergency treatment. The doctor checked him and knew that he was hurt. How can you make an old man so emotional? Normal people should not be able to take it. Are you trying to kill him? Fortunately, Grandpa Xian's life was not in danger. But he still did not wake up. After a while, Mu Qiqi arrived at the ward. She felt bad when she saw Grandpa Xian lying on the bed. Qiqi, actually, Grandpa loves you. But the doctor said that he has not recovered from his cold. There is inflammation in his lungs. It has not happened yet. He is feeling very uncomfortable. After you left, Dad slapped Xianxia hard. Then he asked them to leave the Xian family. He loves you. Don't be angry with him. Mu Qiqi walked to Grandpa Xian's bed and shook her head. I'm not angry with him. Dad is old. There are many things that he can't do. He just wants you to be well. Mu Qiqi held the old man's hand. She understood that it was a lose-lose night. No one had the upper hand. Especially when Grandpa Xian was hospitalized. Mu Qiqi took a deep breath. She took a long time to calm down. You must be tired today. Go back and rest. Xinlin will take care of your grandfather. He will tell your grandfather that you are not angry with him. Late at night, Huang Yu patted Mu Qiqi's shoulder and comforted her. Don't think too much. Rest well. Mu Qiqi got up from the chair and went home with Xing Xiao. But on the way home she did not say a word. Xiao Xiao, Mu Qiqi. Dong. Then Xing Xiao ran all the way with her. He was still angry about how she had been wrong just now. Because the moment he received Mu Qiqi's call, Mu Qiqi's aggrieved tone was still in his heart. He could not forget it no matter how hard he tried. This little one had been with him for a long time. He had never felt so wronged. But tonight he heard it again. His heart felt like it was rolling in a pan of oil. The feeling of being tightly gripped was really torturous. So just now he ran red lights all the way. Mu Qiqi did not say anything. It was not worth it for them. So she hugged Xing Xiao's arm. Everything was the same when they reached home. Because she believed that the mother and the daughter would be punished by God. Xianxia was still in a state of disbelief. Grandpa Xian had told her and Xinrui to move out of the Xian family. Although Elder Xing had collapsed, he was serious about what he said. Mom, why are you still here? Xinrui asked Xianxia while holding the suitcase. Didn't you hear what Grandpa said? Rui, your grandpa asked us to move out. Are we going to move out? Xianxia grabbed Xinrui's shoulder and shook it. I'm not leaving. I'm a part of the Xian family. But Grandpa is serious. We still have to leave when he comes back. No, I'm not leaving. I'll wait for him to come back. I beg him. I beg him not to let us wander outside alone. Xianxia cried. I didn't expect that your grandpa would chase us away because of that bastard. Mom, maybe we've gone too far. Xinrui regretted. It seems that Mu Qiqi has nothing to do with this. We've suffered a great loss now. Grandpa will never trust us anymore. Humph. I want to stay. I haven't found out the secret of that little B** teeth. I'll stay until then. So the mother and daughter were shameless. They did not listen to Grandpa Xian's order. But they still had Xinlin in the family. After they came back from the hospital, Xinlin threw Xinrui and Xianxia's belongings out of the Xian family. Xinlin, have you been bewitched by that little B** teeth? How could you do this to me? Grandpa asked you to get out of the Xian family. Lin did not just throw their luggage out. He even kicked them out of the Shin family. Because of you, the Shin family will never be peaceful again. Why don't you say that it's because of that little b*** teach? I'll sew your mouth shut if you dare to say anything bad about Mu Chichi again. Get lost. After that, Lin closed the main door of the Shin family and asked the guards at the door not to let them in. Sun Suyun did not expect that she would be thrown out of the Shin family. She was furious. But she could not do anything to Lin. Mom, let's find a hotel nearby and wait for Dad to come back. Rui helped Sun Suyun up. Just you wait. I'll come back sooner or later. By then I'll cut Mu Chichi into pieces. Moreover, she had just found out Mu Chichi's secret. How could she give up? But Lin Mu and Lu Xianxia felt bad about what happened in the Shin family. Although it had nothing to do with them. But the Lin family came to Grandpa Shin's house early in the morning to apologize. Brother Shin, I'm sorry. I've made you suffer. Grandpa Lin apologized to his best friend. It's all my fault. She didn't do a good job. That's why it's a disaster. And come and apologize to Grandpa Shin. Grandpa Shin, it's my fault. It's not your fault. Grandpa Shin waved his hand. But how did you know that girl from the Lu family? Chapter 230. Grandpa, you've always taught me that I can't deny a person's entire life just because he made one mistake. Moreover, Lu Xianxian is not a heinous person. Could it be that we can't even have normal contact because of her bad reputation? You are just like Mu Chichi. Young people are not as rigid as us. Grandpa Shin stood up and spoke for Lin Muan. Since Grandpa Shin is speaking for you, I will forgive you for now. But you must know your place. It's better for you to stay away from a girl like Lu Xianxian. Grandpa, I know what I'm doing. Grandpa Lin snorted. This matter was over. But he still felt sorry for Rui. It's such a pity for Rui. Grandpa Lin was not thinking about Rui. He was thinking about Mu Chichi. How could she trust him after she hurt Mu Chichi's feelings yesterday? Grandpa Shin, let's forget about the matter between Mu and Rui since the two of them quarreled with each other. Grandpa Shin nodded. I understand. You can't force a relationship. It's the children's business. Let them deal with it themselves. You're right. Lin Mu and heaved a sigh of relief. But at the same time he felt uncomfortable. In the eyes of the older generation, murder and arson were not as dirty as a girl getting pregnant and having a miscarriage. They would think that the girl was not a good girl. But to him it was just a little chilly who met the wrong person. That was all. After old Master Lin and Lin Muan left, Huang Yu sat by the bed and told Grandpa Shin. Lin threw the mother and daughter out of the Shin family. Dad, I know what you said in a fit of anger yesterday might not be true, but Lin. It's good that he threw them out. Unexpectedly, Grandpa Shin agreed with Lin's action. If we don't teach them a lesson, they will always be so shameless. They won't give up on Mu Chichi. Mu Chichi was wronged yesterday. He must be very sad. But she still came to see you when I called her. Although she was sad, she was not angry at you. I'm sorry for the child. I'm sorry for boss. Grandpa Shin sat on the bed and grabbed the quilt tightly. He could not let go of his feelings. When he thought about it, he hated Sun Siyun even more. Chichi will understand. He can also tell that eighth brother cares about this child very much. Grandpa Shin did not say anything. It was exactly what he was worried about. Shin Jianchuan was indeed the person who knew him the best. Rui did not even have the chance to get close to Xiao in the past, but she was so infatuated with him. Chichi had spent so much time with Xiao. How did she feel about Xiao? However, Grandpa Shin did not say it out loud. Rui and Sun Siyun had to stay in a nearby hotel for the night because they were chased out of the house. When third elder of the Shin family came back from a business trip, he found out that his wife and daughter had been chased out of the house. Of course he was angry. Even if they were in the wrong, they were still a family. Was there a need to be so cruel? Third brother Shin went straight to the hotel and put his wife and daughter's luggage in the car. Let's go home. Dad, we were kicked out by Grandpa. You are my family. Who dares to chase you out? Come with me to the hospital. After that, third brother Shin brought his wife and daughter to the hospital. Then he went to Grandpa Shin's ward. You stand here. I will go in. Third brother Shin stopped his wife and daughter outside the ward. After he entered the ward, he questioned Grandpa Shin. Dad, I did not come back for one night. Why did my wife and daughter get chased out of the Shin family? Third brother, Dad has just recovered. Don't be angry at him. Huang Yu immediately said to third brother Shen. I cannot be angry at you, Dad. But I will bring Rui and Siyun home now. Is it necessary for our family to end up like this? Dad, you're forcing me to be enemies with Mu Qiqi. Grandpa Shen pointed at third brother and said, you should move out too. Dad, who asked you not to take care of your wife and daughter? You are taking advantage of my old age to do whatever you want in the Shen family. You accuse this person and provoke that person. Do you want me to die? Grandpa Shen was ruthless. He said the toughest words. Either you stay and they go or the three of you get lost. Dad, I will discipline them. Please give us another chance. If they really do it again, it won't be too late for you to kick us out. Just for Rui's sake, you can't let your granddaughter wander outside, can you? You wanted to bring Mu Qiqi back because you don't want the bloodline of the Shen family to wander outside, right? Grandpa Shen remained silent for a while. Finally he said, it is not impossible for them to come back. But the mother and daughter must apologize to Mu Qiqi in front of her. They must promise that they will not do it again. Otherwise there is nothing to talk about. All right. I will ask them to apologize to Mu Qiqi. In front of me. It's a deal. Third brother Shen had no choice but to leave the ward with Grandpa Shen's condition. He told the mother and daughter about it. But such a condition was worse than letting Tsun Siyun die. Last night Mu Qiqi had slapped both mother and daughter in a row. I would rather die than bow down to this B*****. Just bear with it for now. You can find a chance to teach her a lesson in the future. Do you want to wander outside? Tsun Siyun thought for a while. She suppressed her disgust and nodded. I will bear with her this time. It was because she and Shen Rui had found the place where Mu Qiqi was fooling around with other men. Once they got the evidence, she would ask Mu Qiqi to kneel down in front of Grandpa Shen. Rui, what do you say? Third brother Shen asked his daughter. I will listen to you. She did not have the temper to live outside. Moreover, it would be difficult to deal with Mu Qiqi after she left the Shen family. If that's the case, find a time to apologize to Mu Qiqi personally. Moreover, the two of you should behave yourselves from now on. Don't pick on Mu Qiqi in front of Dad. You know very well that she is his favorite. Humph. Tsun Siyun snorted. What favorite? If Grandpa Shen knows about Mu Qiqi's true colors, I'm afraid he will stab his own eyes. You can say it when you get the evidence. Otherwise, you will suffer in silence like what happened yesterday. Just wait and see. Chapter 231. Actually, Mu Qiqi knew very well that it was almost impossible to drive the mother and daughter out of the house after what happened last night. After all, they did not do anything wrong. Moreover, Grandpa was still angry. But for the mother and daughter to lower themselves to apologize to her, she felt that she could accept it. Because it had nothing to do with her. So she replied Huang Yu. I will come over after class. Then Mu Qiqi sent a message to Xianxia. She told him that she would go to the hospital after class. Xianxia did not say anything else. He only said, don't let me hear your sad voice again. I will lose control. She saw Xianxia losing his temper last night. But she did not want him to lose control again. I will not show any mercy to the mother and daughter. You better. Mu Qiqi's sad voice last night kept replaying in Xianxia's mind. When he thought of it, he wanted to take out his gun and kill her. How would you feel if a few pieces of trash touched something that you treasured so much? Mu Qiqi smiled and pocketed her phone. His loss of control last night had made her realize even more deeply how deep his feelings for her were. In the past, she always thought that she had given more feelings to him. But when she thought of Xianxia's anxious expression last night, she suddenly felt that she was too stupid and naive. After the incident with Shenrui Lin Mu, and still texted Lu Qianqian as usual. But Lu Qianqian ignored him. TSK. Did I offend you, little pepper? Lu Qianqian read the message. But she did not reply. Because she could imagine what kind of words they would say when she was mentioned. She was a delinquent. Shameless. She should stay away from her. Because of that, when Mu Qiqi did not care about what others thought of her and still treated her as a good friend, she swore that no man would be able to replace Mu Qiqi in her heart. He could not have a man. But she must not let her friend down. Lin Mu and looked at his phone and did not reply. Actually, he could guess the answer. They were all adults. They did not need to be so naive. Because many problems were very practical. Since they were people from two different worlds, There was no need to forcefully link them together. What was the point of adding unnecessary harm? Of course, Lu Qianqian had also considered Lin Mu An's suggestion that day. Since she could no longer go abroad, she should take on the responsibility of the family. So Lu Qianqian took the initiative to tell Papa Lu, "Dad, I will learn how to do business from you in the future." Pleased, Papa Lu smiled lovingly at Lu Qianqian. "No matter what outsiders think of my daughter, I will always be proud of you. Dad, don't worry. I won't let you down." Because no one could rely on their youth to constantly make mistakes and not grow. Soon the sun set in the west and the blood-red rays of the setting sun were reflected on the tall buildings of the hospital. At that moment, Mu Qiqi was already at the door of Grandpa Xing's ward with a medical book in her hand. "Qiqi, you're here. Come in." Huang Yu saw Mu Qiqi through the crack in the door and quickly said to her. Mu Qiqi pushed the door open and saw Grandpa Xing lying on the bed. Sun Siyun and Shen Rui were standing beside the bed. It seemed that they were ready to apologize. "Shao Qi, Grandpa." Mu Qiqi put down the book and sat beside Grandpa Xing. "Where's the one who should apologize?" Grandpa Xing did not turn his head. But he was hinting at Sun Siyun and Shen Rui. Sun Siyun took a deep breath. Although she was not happy, she could only endure it. She looked at Shen Rui and turned her body slightly to look at Mu Qiqi. "Qiqi, it's my fault last night. I wronged you. I hope you won't take it to heart. I'm sorry." "Qiqi, I'm sorry too. I shouldn't have wronged you. I won't do it again. Please forgive us." It was a very stiff sentence. It was as if she had memorized her lines beforehand. It did not sound like she was apologizing sincerely. Of course, Mu Qiqi did not look at them. She lowered her head and said, "You're just afraid of being chased out of the house. So you had to endure it this time. It doesn't matter whether I forgive you or not." "What do you mean by it won't happen again?" "Only you believe it when you say it. But I have to respect Grandpa. I won't pursue it anymore. But if it happens again, I won't be polite." "There won't be a next time." Sun Siyun smiled apologetically. But she kept reminding herself to endure it. Anyway, this little bitch would not be arrogant for long. "Qiqi, trust me. I'll discipline them well." Xin Qianqian quickly promised her. "Otherwise, I won't have the face to see Dad anymore. Since you've apologized, get out of here. Qiqi and I don't want to see you anymore." Grandpa Xin held Mu Qiqi's hand and said to Xin Qianqian and his family. Xin Qianqian did not say anything else. He left the ward with his wife and daughter. When they were at a place where the Shins could not see them, Xin Qianqian said, "Let's move back now. We don't want Mu Qiqi to play tricks on us and make Grandpa Xin change his mind." In the ward. "Qiqi, Xin Qianqian and his family are like this. I'm sorry that you've been wronged. Why do you have to be hospitalized because of anger? Is it just to make me feel bad?" Mu Qiqi's eyes were red. "You shouldn't be so agitated no matter how I fight with the Shen family. You're already so old. Why are you still getting involved? Are you trying to make me feel guilty?" Grandpa Shen's hands were trembling. He patted Mu Qiqi's head. "I didn't dote on you for nothing." Xin Qianqian and his family only cared if they would be chased out of the house when they saw him hospitalized. They were worried that they would get nothing. But Xiaoqia was different. She was really concerned about his health. "If I fight with them again in the future, you can just hide in the pond. I'll just tear the roof off the Shen family's house. I'll just put the roof back on." Grandpa Shen smiled weakly. Huang Yu sat at the side and cried quietly. Mu Qiqi was really a sentimental child. Compared to her, Xin Qianqian and his family seemed to be heartless. Fortunately, Grandpa Shen knew that he would be treated sincerely by his granddaughter if he could tell right from wrong. Otherwise, he would regret it for the rest of his life. Just wait and see. That family is still going to make trouble. Grandpa Shen understood it very well. Xing Xiao was right about something last night. He hoped that the family could be balanced. But there would always be people who had endless desires. It was time to make a choice. Even if Xin Qianqian and his family were no longer part of the Shen family, he believed that Mu Qiqi would be able to bear the burden of being the head of the family. But was there any relationship between her and Xing Xiao that beyond being a benefactor? Chapter 232. Sun Siyun arranged for someone to follow Mu Qiqi from the school to the new house. She wanted to wait for the wild man to show up. She thought that Sun Siyun and Shen Rui would restrain themselves after being taught a lesson. but she had underestimated their determination to deal with her. The tutor I hired for you will come to your house to tutor you from tomorrow onwards. Xianxia took the chance to tell her when they were at home. The security guard at the door will help you. The security guard thought that the tutor was Mu Qiqi's man. He pointed him out to Xianxia and asked her to take a photo. He thought that the tutor was the man who lived with Mu Qiqi. Then the tutor would come to her house to tutor her at a fixed time every day. Xianxia thought that the tutor would come home at the same time every day. Then she would bring Grandpa Xian to catch them in the act. As for Jingyun, he blocked the identity of the tutor so that Xianxia would not be able to find out his background. Then he arranged for another child to tutor Mu Qiqi every day. So, it would not be difficult for a man and a woman to talk to each other. If Xianxia dared to tell Grandpa Xian about it, she would be kicked out of the Xian family. As for the information of the villa, Xianxia had temporarily transferred it to Lu Wenhua's name so that he could deal with Grandpa Xian's investigation. The security guard at the entrance of the villa would cooperate with him. Xianxia and Shenrui would bring Grandpa Xian to their house. Everything was ready. Xianxia also got the man's photo. Not only that, she also got a photo of Mu Qiqi and the man walking out of the villa together. Xianxia thought that she would not take action immediately. She wanted to investigate the man's background first. She wanted to give Mu Qiqi a fatal blow. She wanted Mu Qiqi to never be able to make a comeback in front of Grandpa Xian. But she could not find anything. And because she could not find anything about the man, Xianxia became even more suspicious. The more he did not want others to know about it, the more suspicious it would be. 2 days later, Grandpa Xian was discharged from the hospital. Xianxia and Shenrui quietly went to the hospital to fetch Grandpa Xian. But they did not say a word during the whole process. It seemed that they had learned their lesson. But they were plotting something behind their backs. Mu Qiqi knew what the mother and daughter were planning and was waiting for them to make their move. But this time the mother and daughter managed to keep their composure. Grandpa Xian also found it strange. With Xianxia's personality, how could she not cry or make a fuss? One could imagine how big of a secret was hidden behind her current silence. On the night when Grandpa Xian returned to the Xian family, he told Shenrui directly at the dining table, "Old Lin came to me personally and told me about the matter between you and Lin Moon. Just let it go. That guy doesn't like you. You can't force him." "Yes, Grandpa." Shenrui was calm. Grandpa Xian stole a glance at Xianxia and realized that she did not say a word. "Why aren't you speaking when it's your turn to speak? I have talked to Rui about this a long time ago. We are not going to marry into the Lin family." Xianxia appeared to be calm, but she was actually panicking. "I hope that you really want to understand and not do some dirty tricks behind my back." Grandpa Xian reminded him while he was eating. "Third brother, don't forget what you promised me. If this mother and daughter cause trouble in the Xian family again, please get out of the Xian family. I have accepted it. Even without you, I still have eldest brother, second brother and youngest brother." Third brother looked at his wife and daughter and nodded. "Don't worry, father." Because he could feel that Grandpa Xian was not willing to put his energy on the mother and daughter anymore. He was completely disappointed. Xianxia did not say anything. But she felt upset. She obviously hated Mu Qiqi to the core. Shenrui wanted to tell Grandpa Xian what kind of person Mu Qiqi was. But Xianxia stopped her. "It's not the right time yet. Let's wait for Grandpa Xian to calm down first. I'm afraid that Mu Qiqi will notice it." "We can't do that. Didn't you hear what Grandpa Xian said? If we cause trouble again, he will drive me out. We will do it when he is in a better mood." Shenrui was very angry. She was filled with hatred when she thought about how she slapped her that night and how she spoke to Mu Qiqi in the hospital. And Lin Muan. How could he choose a pair of used shoes instead of her, a pure and innocent young lady? She felt terrible when she thought about the humiliation. She needed to find a stronger backer so that those who had humiliated her would all regret it. These few days Lin Mu and tried to tease Lu Qianxian with words. But she did not respond to him. Was this little pepper really angry? Did she not want to play with him anymore? Lin Mu and felt that he should give up now. Lu Qianxian's attitude was very obvious. So there was nothing else he could do. He could only lose a friend. The filming of Reuniting the Mirror was ready. But the producer told him that the person who replaced Lu Qianxian was not going to act in the role. So they had to find another actor. Lin Mu and wanted Lu Qianxian to act in the role again. But according to Lu Qianqian's character, she would not return. She would not accept his invitation. After thinking about it, Lin Mu and felt strange. Why did he always try to get involved with Lu Qianqian? It was not a good sign. Then Lin Mu and deleted Lu Qianqian's number from his phone. It was not fun to play such a dangerous game. Actually, after Lu Qianqian agreed to be Papa Lu's successor, she had to start training as a private tutor. To her, Lin Mu and was just a person she knew among thousands of people. Moreover, she had her pride. Even if she had an abortion and her reputation was ruined, she would not throw herself at a man. These few days, Grandpa Shen was thinking about changing Mu Qiqi's surname. It was because Sun Siyun kept saying that Mu Qiqi did not have the same surname. He also wanted Mu Qiqi to return to the family. So, Grandpa Shen discussed it with the Shen family at the dining table. Shen Jinyun and his family did not have any objection. They felt that it was reasonable. But, Sun Siyun and the others had different opinions. If they changed Mu Qiqi's surname, it seemed that Shen Rui would have to give way to Mu Qiqi from now on. She would have to give up her position as the eldest daughter of the Shen family. So Sun Siyun did not look happy. But she held it in. Chapter 233. I don't mind. Sun Siyun quickly expressed her attitude. Although you don't mind, I don't think so. Dad, I can't do anything if you say so. Sun Siyun took the opportunity to leave the dining table. She had not found a chance yet. If she found one, she would let everyone see how shameless and audacious Mu Qiqi was in the outside world. Dad, Siyun did not say anything. Moreover, you don't have to be so aggressive just because of Mu Qiqi. Shin Qianqian could not stand it anymore. He put down the bowl that he just picked up. This is my home. I can force whoever I want. Shin Qianqian had no choice but to leave the table. He could not stay in the house anymore because of the current atmosphere. When Shin Qianqian returned to his room, Sun Siyun was wiping her tears. She cried even harder when she saw her husband. What does your father mean? Since he asked us to come back, he treated us with such an attitude. Is he trying to force us to leave so that Mu Qiqi can come in openly? Isn't he still angry? Does your father know what Mu Qiqi has done outside? Sun Siyun asked Shin Qianqian loudly. Lower your voice. Do you really want to be kicked out of the Shin family? Sun Siyun stopped talking. He could not stand it anymore. She wanted Mu Qiqi to die a horrible death tomorrow. She did not believe that Grandpa Shen would remain indifferent when he saw Mu Qiqi's debauchery. So she had to hold it in for the time being. Mu Qiqi had been waiting for Sun Siyun to make a move. But this time, Sun Siyun was really patient. She was the one who lost her patience. Xing Xiao saw that Mu Qiqi was restless at home. So he held her butt and spanked her. Are you still itchy now? Mu Qiqi covered her butt and looked at Xing Xiao sadly. Xiao Xiao, I will be very anxious if I don't let this matter go. Xin Jianchuan was right. Grandpa must be suspicious about her relationship with Xiao Xiao. He just did not want to believe it or prove it. She wanted Sun Siyun to jump into the trap as soon as possible so that Grandpa Shen would be at ease. My mom asked me to take you to Xing Mansion. Do you want to go? However, Xing Xiao did not answer her about Sun Siyun. Instead, he threw another bomb at her. Meeting the Xing family? Mu Qiqi promptly straightened up from the sofa and stared at Xing Xiao. I don't think I'm ready. I don't know the Xing family at all, and there are so many people in your family. Xing Xiao chuckled when he saw how nervous she was. You'll have to go in sooner or later. And since it's my mother's arrangement, you won't meet too many Xings. It's just that she wants to go to the resort and find someone to play with. Since you're so nervous, I'll ask Jing Yun to reject her. But will she be unhappy? You're busy with your studies. That's the best excuse. With that, Xing Xiao stroked Mu Qiqi's hair to comfort her. This little one was nervous at the mention of the Xing family. It seemed that the Xing family was giving her a lot of pressure. They remained silent for a long time. Then Mu Qiqi raised her head and looked at Xing Xiao. I'm a coward, aren't I? Xing Xiao did not say anything. He hooked his arm around her neck and pulled her closer to him. Then he kissed her. An ugly daughter-in-law will have to meet her in-laws sooner or later. But the chances of your family acknowledging our relationship is only 1 in 100,000. Mu Qiqi retorted. If that's the case, do you still want to be with me? Xing Xiao raised his eyebrows. I won't leave you. Xing Xiao could not bear to tease her anymore. He pressed her head into his arms. I don't need anyone's permission to be with you. Mu Qiqi could not help but smile when she heard that. He felt so sweet in her heart. In order to make the plan go smoothly tomorrow, Sun Siyun tossed and turned in bed for the whole night. She could not sleep well. It was because it was a life-and-death battle for her and Shenrui. If Mu Qiqi did not die, they would die. To ensure that Grandpa Shen would catch Mu Qiqi and that man together, Sun Siyun asked the student to wait outside the villa. Once the man was back, she would send a text message to the Shen family and inform them to go and watch the show. If you want to see Mu Qiqi's real face, go to XX place XX villa. The show is going on. Everyone in the Shen family received the text message, including Shenrui and Sun Siyun. Father, I suddenly received this. Huang Yu rushed to the study room and looked for Grandpa Shen. Grandpa, I received it too. Shen Lin passed the text message to Grandpa Shen. Grandpa Shen's face darkened. He immediately thought of Sun Siyun and her mother. But they received the text message too. Sun Siyun, have you forgotten what I told you before? You are stirring up trouble again. Father, I received the same text message too. Don't accuse me without any reason. Isn't it the same as how we wronged Mu Qiqi the other day? I don't know who sent it. Sun Siyun explained immediately. Someone did not do it on purpose. How could they know our phone number? How would I know? I received it too. Father, I think we should go and have a look at this place first. Huang Yu stopped Grandpa Shen from quarreling with Sun Siyun. She was afraid that Grandpa Shen would fall sick again. Moreover, we have to see Mu Qiqi first before we can verify what is going on. The old man snorted loudly. The intimate photos of Mu Qiqi and the man in the mobile phone were very obvious. This kind of bait was good enough. Huang Yu, arrange a car immediately. We'll go and take a look at Qiqi now. Grandpa Shen said to Huang Yu. Then he turned around. But if this is just a rumor, then no matter who did it, I'll put the blame on you. Grandpa Shen pointed at Sun Siyun and said. But if you're trying to stir up trouble again, then no matter who did it, I'll put the blame on you. Sun Siyun and Shenrui looked at each other. As long as they could lure Grandpa Shen to find out Mu Qiqi's real face, they would be successful. She did not believe that Grandpa Shen would still have the mood to trouble her when he knew that he was fooled by Mu Qiqi. Huang Yu looked at Sun Siyun meaningfully. It was too obvious. She did not believe that the mother and daughter were innocent. But she believed in Mu Qiqi's character. She wanted to see the mother and daughter being chased out of the Shen family once again. Therefore, the group of people, each with their own thoughts, set off towards the villa in a grandiose manner. Chapter 234. When they arrived at the villa, the security guard at the entrance stopped the two cars. After all, it was a private house. It was not a public place. Shen Lin was in charge of communicating with the security guard. He placed his right hand on the security guard's shoulder and pointed at Grandpa Shen in the car. He said to the security guard, I'll tell you his identity secretly. Send someone to verify it. Then tell me which villa this girl lives in. We're going to see her. She's Grandpa Shen's granddaughter. Now that she's in danger, you don't want anything bad to happen to the villa when you're on duty, do you? The security guard lowered his head and looked at Grandpa Shen through the window. He took the identity card and the phone from Shen Lin and turned around to verify it. After confirming Grandpa Shen's identity, he was shocked. He quickly told Shen Lin which villa Mu Qiqi lived in. Then he let them pass. After that, Shen Lin returned to the car. But Sun Siyun said sarcastically, Shen Lin is so protective of Mu Qiqi. I'm afraid that the security guard has already informed him. I don't think that Mu Qiqi has done anything shameful. So she won't know that we're going to the villa tonight. Shen Lin explained. But you third aunt, someone sent us a message. He asked us to come and see Mu Qiqi. Why do you look so excited? Is there a conspiracy behind this? Whether there is a conspiracy or not, we'll know when we go and see her. Grandpa has made it clear. If Mu Qiqi did not spread those rumors in the message, you and Shenrui will be kicked out of the Shen family this time. Sun Siyun was not scared. Moreover, she had followed Mu Qiqi for a long time. If she did not have any evidence, how would she dare to lure Grandpa Shen to the villa? You should worry about Mu Qiqi. Brother, this has nothing to do with us. Shenrui explained to Shen Lin. We've promised Dad that we won't cause any trouble in the Shen family. So we'll keep our promise. But who would believe what Shenrui said? At least second brother and his family did not believe it. Soon the two cars found the house number of Mu Qiqi's villa. Seeing that the lights in the villa were on, they were sure that there must be someone inside. However, whether it was Mu Qiqi and that man they would only know if they went in. Grandpa Shen glanced at Shenlin and signaled him to knock on the door. However, Sun Xiyun stood in front of Shenlin and stopped him. What if he alerts Mu Qiqi? We are already at the door. Why are you reminding me? Although Shenlin said so, he still took 2 steps back and let Sun Xiyun knock on the door. No one knew what was going on behind the door and whether Mu Qiqi was living with a man. Sun Xiyun stared at Shenlin. She walked to the front of the villa and rang the doorbell. Soon a man walked out and opened the door for the Shins. When the Shins realized that this was the man in the photo, their facial expressions changed. However, Sun Xiyun was smiling coldly and proudly. Who are you looking for? The man asked the Shin family curiously. Father, did you see it? Seems that someone sent a message to us. He is not lying. He is already in the villa. Since Mu Qiqi is living with a man, it is impossible for her to escape from this, right? Sun Xiyun looked at the man who was crossing his arms. He was not afraid at all when he said those sarcastic words. May I know who you are looking for? Do you know that you are trespassing on private property? Huang Yu glanced at Shenlin. Shenlin understood what Huang Yu meant. So he pulled Sun Xiyun away and explained to the man, we are Mu Qiqi's family. We are here to see her. You are living with Mu Qiqi. Don't you know her relationship with the Shin family? Sun Xiyun provoked him. You are right. A bastard and a man are a match. The man listened for a long time before he understood what Sun Xiyun was talking about. He was furious. He pointed at Sun Xiyun and said, who are you? How can you talk nonsense without knowing the truth? Don't be in a hurry to deny it. Just let us in to see what's going on. Sun Xiyun raised her eyebrows. This is a private property. I don't know how you came in. I must confirm your identity first. The man pushed his glasses up. He looked at everyone with suspicion and anger. What else is there to confirm? This is Mu Qiqi's grandfather. Sun Xiyun pointed at Grandpa Shen and said to the man, the security guards let us in. What else do you have to suspect? Father, let's go in. It's better not to believe this man's words. Let me tell you, don't look down on Mu Qiqi. She is living with a man at the age of 18. She is the most shameless person. Grandpa Shen's face was tense. He did not say a word. No matter how Sun Xiyun tried to provoke him, he did not say a word. The rest of the Shin family did not say anything either. After all, they had not seen Mu Qiqi yet. Sun Xiyun seemed to be the one telling the story. You can't go in. The man stretched his hand to stop Sun Xiyun. But Sun Xiyun pushed him away. Go away. Then she went into the villa first. After that, Grandpa Shen and the others followed her into the villa. But what they saw was not a scene of a man and a woman living together. It was Mu Qiqi and another girl of the same age. They were tutoring at home. When Mu Qiqi saw the Shin family, she put down the notebook in her hand and stood up. Grandpa, why are you here? They did not see anything unsightly between Mu Qiqi and a man. Instead, they saw Mu Qiqi was studying hard. Shouldn't it be a scene of catching an adulterer? It was fine if it was not a scene of love. But there was not even the most common smell of life. Shin Lin immediately walked in front of Mu Qiqi under Huang Yu's instruction. He said, someone is slandering you for living with a man. So all of us came here to watch a good show. Qiqi, I'm going to walk around the villa now. I don't want some people to make a fuss about it. Mu Qiqi's eyes darkened. But she nodded. All right. Shin Lin moved quickly. He looked around the whole place. Then he went downstairs and told everyone, there is nothing that belongs to a man. Of course not. I'm their tutor. The man who was slandered immediately explained. I come here on time every afternoon. It's not what you think. I'm going to sue you for slandering me. The tutor pointed at Sun Xiyun and said loudly. Well. Sun Xiyun was dumbfounded. She looked at Shinrui. Chapter 235. Sun Xiyun's palms were sweating when she saw that. Grandpa Xing's face was tense. He sat on the sofa in the living room of the villa. Qiqi, tell me quickly. What is going on? Aren't you staying with your aunt in a small villa? Why do you have a house here? And you didn't tell me about it? Mu Qiqi listened to Huang Yu's question. She looked at Grandpa Xing and explained to him. This house belongs to my uncle. It's very close to Xingting University. It's convenient for me to go to school. If you don't believe me, you can check the ownership of this villa. Do I need to tell others about the things my uncle gave me? I didn't tell you because I don't think it's necessary. It's just a temporary place to stay. My uncle just let me stay here recently. Is there a need to make such a big fuss? I see. But someone has an ulterior motive. He thinks that you are living with a man. Huang Yu pointed at Sun Siyun with her chin. Mu Qiqi looked at Sun Siyun coldly. Third aunt, I'm not living with a man. You can go around the villa and see if you can find a man. Sun Siyun was stunned. The person in front of you used to be a forensic doctor from the criminal police. He comes to teach me every day just so that I can master the practical knowledge of forensic science. Besides, there are also students from Xingting University who attend my lessons every day. What do you think I am? Why are you asking me? I'm not the one who said that you are living with a man. Someone sent a message to all of us. Sun Siyun started to act shamelessly. She did not want to admit that it was related to her. Besides, everyone is just here to confirm it. It's great that you are innocent. Why are you still holding on to me? If that's the case, go back. It's just a false alarm. So, Mu Qiqi stopped Sun Siyun when she turned around. Do you think that you can come and go as you please in someone else's house? What else do you want me to do? Sun Siyun turned around and asked Mu Qiqi. I told you that it has nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with you. Mu Qiqi sneered and stood up. I don't think so. Since you think it's related to me, then show me the evidence. Sun Siyun did not plan to admit defeat at all. Even if she did not find anything, she had used someone else's phone number to send the message. She destroyed the phone number after that. Mu Qiqi would not be able to find anything. You're quite confident. Don't tell me that the Shin family's information was leaked by yourself. Who has privacy now? Isn't it easy for them to investigate our family? Sun Siyun was not flustered at all. She was determined to deny everything. I was wondering why you kept stalking my classmate for the past few days. I'm afraid it's because of what you did today, right? Mu Qiqi took out her phone and played the video. Yesterday, the security guard at the door told me to be careful because someone was following me. He even showed me this video. I didn't know what the other party's purpose was, but Grandpa, you came today. Whether it has nothing to do with you, third aunt, you can ask this classmate to confront her. Since you're here today, don't think that you can get out easily. Sun Siyun did not expect Mu Qiqi to have a video. She quickly signaled Shinrui with her eyes. Shinrui stood up for Sun Siyun when she saw that. Qiqi, it's not that I want to scold you. Why didn't you investigate it earlier when you knew that someone was following you? Or are you doing this on purpose so that we will be kicked out of the Shin family? Is that what you're planning? Do you mean that I've written and directed this show just to target you and your daughter? Isn't that the case? Today I finally know what it means to be the guilty party who accuses the victim first. I was tutoring at home when the Shin family indiscriminately barged in and said that I was living with a man. Grandfather, don't tell me that you want to believe that mother and daughter again? Mu Qiqi turned around and asked Grandpa Shin. I told you that I noticed someone was following me, but I'm not sure what their purpose is. Did I purposely direct this show myself? Don't try to hurt yourself. You have to make Grandpa believe you every time. Since you can't show us any evidence, we can assume that you've planned all this. Shinrui continued to attack. Mu Qiqi opened her mouth and was about to retort when Su Zipei called her. Qiqi, I got the results of the surveillance around the villa. Come home tomorrow. Mu Qiqi was about to retort when Su Zipei called her. I'm in trouble now. Can you come over? Mu Qiqi felt wronged. Su Zipei only said one word. Then she told Lu Wenhua, it seems that the Shin family is here. Qiqi needs our help. Let's go. Let's go. Lu Wenhua took his coat and left with Su Zipei. On the other hand, Shin Qiqi thought that Mu Qiqi did not have any evidence because Sun Siyun and her daughter were shameless enough to distort the truth. Dad, Mu Qiqi is plotting against you. Why are you all so stupid? He's just putting on a show for you. Maybe she's just taking away the things of the men in the house and pretending to be studying to deceive you. Sun Siyun was getting more and more serious as she talked. She did not want to let go of Mu Qiqi. Dad, anyone can see that someone wants to frame Mu Qiqi. But she failed. So she's trying to frame Mu Qiqi. If Qiqi was not in class but doing something else and was really misunderstood, her scheme would have succeeded. If she did not succeed, she could then turn around and accuse Qiqi of framing her and chasing her away. She would be in the right anyway. Would there still be any justice? Huang Yu could not help but speak out for justice. What? Huang Yu, you're on Mu Qiqi's side. Of course you'll speak for her. But don't forget that Mu Qiqi can even defeat Rong Junhan. Not to mention you. Sun Siyun said to Huang Yu. This girl is very powerful. Dad, you should say something too. Huang Yu was worried. Tinlin. Grandpa Shen did not say anything else. He just asked Shenlin to bring the classmate to the villa according to the information provided by Mu Qiqi. But Sun Siyun stopped him. Dad, the classmate is also Mu Qiqi's friend. What if Mu Qiqi colluded with him to frame me? Sun Siyun rolled her eyes. Chapter 236. Fine. Since you said that you are not slandering me, what will you say if I can show you the evidence that you and your daughter framed me? I will leave the Shin family now. I will not say a word. Sun Siyun said confidently. You said it. Then Mu Qiqi turned to Grandpa Shen. Please wait for me for 10 minutes. What if you slander us? Sun Siyun was not stupid. Since Mu Qiqi had made a request, they wanted to get something out of it. I will leave the Shin family from now on. I will never appear in the Shin family again. You said it too. The two of them confronted each other. None of them wanted to give in. It was because Sun Siyun did not believe that Mu Qiqi could show any evidence. Mu Qiqi was just playing a psychological game. She was betting on whether Grandpa Shen would believe her. They sat in the living room and waited. Mu Qiqi asked the tutor and her classmates to go home. But the tutor did not look good after being slandered. When he left, he still said that he wanted to sue Sun Siyun. Sun Siyun was not afraid. She wanted to sue Mu Qiqi. Anyway, the most important thing was to win against Mu Qiqi. There was nothing that could not be solved with money. Everyone waited in the house. 10 minutes passed. Another 10 minutes passed. However, the evidence did not come. Sun Siyun laughed out loud this time. Mu Qiqi, have you used up all your tricks? I have given you 20 minutes. You still can't show me anything. Shouldn't you keep your promise and never step into the Shin family? At this moment, Su Zipei and Lu Wenhua arrived at the villa. They had a complicated expression when they saw the Shin family. Kiki, what is going on? Aunt, I will tell you everything later. But now tell me the result of the investigation. You told me that you were being followed yesterday. So I went to check the surveillance cameras around the villa to see if I could find any clues. Then I found this. Su Zipei took out her phone and showed it to Mu Qiqi. Mu Qiqi passed the phone to Grandpa Shen after she finished reading it. This is the surveillance footage for 5 days. For the past 5 days, Sun Siyun had been sneaking around outside the villa. It was a fact. Take a look for yourself. After Grandpa Shen finished reading it, he threw the phone to Sun Siyun. Sun Siyun's facial expression changed when she saw it. Don't tell me that Qiqi was the one who arranged for you to stay in the villa. No, father. She's the one who framed me. Otherwise, why would she know to look for the surveillance camera? Sun Siyun tried to argue. I don't know you at all. It was the villa's security who told Qiqi that someone was following her yesterday. That's why I went to the villa's security to check the surveillance footage. I wanted to see if I could find any clues. Could it be that I can predict that something like this would happen tonight? Aren't you being too unreasonable? Furthermore, even now, I still don't know what exactly happened. Everyone in the Shin family saw how Sun Siyun was waiting for them in the villa. I was wondering why you lured everyone here. So you went to check on Qiqi's absence from the villa for a few days. You think that Qiqi is living with a man just because you saw her going in and out with a man. Sun Siyun, are you still going to deny it? Could it be that Qiqi ordered you to wait outside the villa to be filmed so that you could frame yourself? Sun Siyun did not expect that Su Zipei would send her the surveillance footage. She thought that she would succeed this time. Sun Siyun could not deny it when she saw the footage. It was because she was the only person in the footage. There was no one else. Continue to deny it. Grandpa Shen shouted. You and your daughter are in cahoots with each other. You're so despicable. How could you put on a show for the whole night? Sun Siyun swallowed her saliva nervously. At this moment she could not explain herself anymore. Say it. You were so proud just now. Why can't you say anything now? Shinrui could not hold it in anymore when she saw how fierce Grandpa Shen was. She ran to him and hugged his leg. Grandpa, please forgive us. We were forced to do this. Ever since Mu Qiqi came, you don't even care about me. I'm so sad. That's why I did this. However, Grandpa Shen was not moved at all. He lifted his leg and flung Shenrui away. Get lost. Do you think that I will believe you now? Shenrui did not expect that Grandpa Shen would have such a big reaction. She was flung away and rolled a few times. Then her head hit the hard corner of the coffee table. Shenrui screamed in pain. Her forehead was bruised and fresh blood was flowing out. Xianxia hugged Shenrui immediately when she saw that. My poor daughter. Someone please save my daughter. No one can save you tonight. This time, whether third brother divorces you or not, there's no place for you in the Shen family. This time you'd better get lost. Don't let me see you again. Grandpa Shen had made up his mind. This time he had made up his mind to get rid of the mother and daughter. Someone please save us. Shen Lin, when you get home, throw all the belongings of third brother and his family out of the Shen family. Also, everything in the Shen family, especially my will not have a single cent of you and your daughter. Don't even think about it in this lifetime. At that moment, Xianxia could not hear anything, because she knew that she had failed. I'm in pain. So painful. Be good. Let's go and find your father. Let's go and find your father. Xianxia got up from the ground. Then she carried Shenrui and left the villa. It was because she was too ashamed to stay there. Grandpa Shen did not stop her. Anyway, it was a fact that the three of them had been kicked out of the Shen family. Suddenly, the atmosphere became quiet. Mu Qiqi looked at Grandpa Shen worriedly. Is your body okay? I have to stand up for you no matter what. I can't collapse like that like the last time. Grandpa Shen patted Mu Qiqi's hand and said, Grandpa, that mother and daughter have only themselves to blame. Fortunately, Mrs. Lu came in time. Otherwise, that mother and daughter would have succeeded. Huang Yu could not help but get angry when she thought of the mother and daughter's faces. Dad, don't be angry. We are not aiming for the inheritance. We will take good care of you. Grandpa Shen nodded. It was a tiring night. Qiqi, I'm going home. Calm down. Mu Qiqi looked at Grandpa Shen worriedly. Then she sent the Shen family to the villa. Susie Pei looked at Grandpa Shen leaving. Then she grabbed Mu Qiqi's hand. Let's go home. And did I lie to Grandpa? That mother and daughter had ill intentions, so they deserve to end up like this. You don't have to take it to heart. As for how the old man will react when he finds out about you in the future, you'll have to bear with it because this is your choice. Mu Qiqi nodded. I understand. It's a pity that I can't see their luggage being thrown out. Chapter 237. On the way back, the Shins did not say a word, especially Grandpa Shen. He seemed to have aged a lot. He was not as kind and humorous as he used to be. Too many things had happened recently and he was exhausted. Father, let me handle these things in the future. Since Shen Lin has not joined the army, let him accompany you fishing more often. Also, let Qiqi come here often. Grandpa Shen held Shen Lin's hand and nodded. You can't be missing anymore. I can't do anything about those two people. Don't worry, Grandpa. I'll learn from my mistakes. I'll be a decent person in the future. Shen Lin told Grandpa Shen. Grandpa Shen was relieved. He went back to his room to rest after they returned to the Shen family. At the same time, Shen Lin threw third brother's family's belongings out of the Shen family's door. This time they would never be able to return to the Shen family. Third brother knew about it on his way home. He also knew about the ending of his family. It was a promise he made. So he had no choice but to leave the Shen family. It was all Xianxia's fault. He did not want his luggage now. He needed to find a house for them first. Then he went to the hospital. Shenrui's head was injured. She was bandaged now. Third brother sighed when he saw the mother and daughter hugging each other and crying bitterly. How could he blame others for his own death? Rong Junhan was defeated by Mu Qiqi. How dare you overestimate yourself? I've told you to keep a low profile. Look at what happened. It's only been a few days and you've caused trouble again. This time there will be no place for us in the Shen family's living room. The mother and daughter cried bitterly. At the same time their hearts were filled with hatred. Shenrui was hurt. She even swore in her heart that she would be outstanding one day. Then she would make the Shins regret for bullying them. She would do it. In the villa, Mu Qiqi was taking out Xiaoxiao's belongings from the warehouse one by one. She put them back in their original places. When Xianxia returned home from Huangyao, he saw Mu Qiqi was absent-minded. He pressed her against the wall and looked into her eyes. Why? Are you unhappy that third brother and his family have left? Of course I'm happy, but I also feel that I'm too weak to admit our relationship in front of my grandfather. Mu Qiqi looked into Xingzhao's eyes. That's why I have to hide your things. I can't let anyone find them. I think I hate myself for being like this. You are the crown prince of Huangyao. You are in love, but you can't make it public. You have to accompany me in such a childish secret relationship. I like it. Xingxiao lifted Mu Qiqi's chin and said with a teasing smile, whether it's in the open or in the dark, it's more interesting when I'm with you. The form doesn't matter. Xiao, all right, it's such a good day, don't say such depressing words. Or do you want me to punish you so that you'll shut up? Mu Qiqi immediately covered her mouth. I haven't showered yet. I'm covered in dust, go wash up. I want to see you in bed in 10 minutes. Mu Qiqi covered her mouth and quickly moved away from Xingzhao's arms, leaving Xingxiao with the burden of tidying up the place. Since she's the little thing I like, I have to spoil her till the end. Grandpa Shen was the only one who felt bad that night. It was not because of Mu Qiqi. It was because of his daughter-in-law and granddaughter. So his daughter-in-law and granddaughter were such evil people. Did he not teach them well enough? Grandpa Shen sighed when he thought of that. And early the next morning he called Xingxiao. When are you free? Have some tea with Grandpa Shen. Xingxiao was holding Mu Qiqi in his arms. His eyes darkened when he heard that. Tomorrow. Then Grandpa Shen, prepare the tea. Be punctual. Mu Qiqi seemed to hear her grandfather's voice. She quickly sat up from the bed. Xingxiao told her, your grandfather is still suspicious. He's still suspicious. So he asked me to test it out. Then that's not something you should worry about. Go wash up. I'll send you to school. Xingxiao did not want to put the pressure on his little one. So he slapped her, but early in the morning. Mu Qiqi pouted and got off the bed. Suddenly she had an impulse. When she saw Xingxiao following her into the bathroom, she stopped brushing her teeth and said, why don't we tell him? I have my own plans. Xingxiao told Mu Qiqi. Then how will you answer Grandpa? Actually, Grandpa Shen had been suspicious. It meant that he was mentally prepared. So it was better to see how Grandpa Shen would react before speaking. Perhaps to stop Mu Qiqi from asking any more questions, Xingxiao picked her up and put her on the sink. Then he took away her toothbrush. Xiao, I'll press you every time you ask. Let's see how much energy you have. Could Mu Qiqi say that she regretted it? It was early in the morning. She had to wear a scarf to class. Otherwise the marks would be seen. He was such an annoying man. The departure of Sun Suyun and her daughter did not affect the lives of the Shen family much. But Huang Yu was more filial to Grandpa Shen now. Because she knew that when Grandpa Shen calmed down he would definitely miss Shen Rui. At the very least she was his granddaughter who grew up in the Shen family. He still had feelings for her. So she asked Shen Lin to stay with Grandpa Shen. Grandpa asked Uncle Xing to meet him. Do you know why? Huang Yu shook her head when she heard Shen Lin's question. I don't know. Maybe he has something to discuss with him. On the other hand, Lin Mu and passed by the martial arts club where Lu Qianxian worked out in the morning. Suddenly he thought of the time when he was with Lu Qianxian. This little pepper was really annoying. She said that she would not contact him anymore. Thinking of this, Lin Mu and said to the driver, stop the car here. I want to go out and have a look. The driver nodded and stopped the car by the roadside. Lin Mu and could not help but go to the martial arts club. Then he saw Lu Qianxian practicing punching sandbags in the club. This damned woman was really ruthless. Since you don't contact me, you should not come to this martial arts club. Lin Mu and could not help but walk to Lu Qianxian. He crossed his arms and leaned against her sandbag. Do you really mind what others say about you? Don't you care? Lu Qianxian glanced at him. Of course she was panting because she was punching sandbags. I don't care, I care. Lu Qianxian pushed him away. You are blocking my practice. I will continue to be your training partner. Bastard, I am already avoiding you. Can't you see it? Lu Qianxian said angrily. We are not on the same path. Moreover, don't come here anymore. Is this your family's club? You are right. This martial arts club is indeed owned by my family. Chapter 238. Aren't you afraid that people will laugh at you for being with a second-hand woman? Xianxia stopped and looked at Lin Mu and with sweat all over her face. Perhaps deep down in her heart she wanted to have a friend too. But if the friend was different from Muqiqi, she might be defeated by the rumors at any time. She could be crushed by rumors at any time, so she would only increase the burden on each other by making friends with such a person. Lin Mu and looked at Xianxia and said nothing. If that's the case, don't embarrass us. Don't come here anymore. Then Xianxia turned around and left. But Lin Mu and did not chase after her. Because he was not prepared for it. He never thought that he would have to risk offending his family just to make a friend. Xianxia's decision was the right one. Since he could not stand other people's opinions, he should stop as soon as possible. But Lin Mu and felt uncomfortable. Since he had deleted someone else's number, he should be more decisive. He would be looked down upon by others if he was so wishy-washy. Xianxia hid behind him and watched Lin Mu and leave the martial arts club. Then she told the receptionist, if this man comes again, refund him all his fees. Ask him to find another place to train. Yes, Mississippi, the receptionist agreed with Xianxia. Because the martial arts club belonged to the Liu family. On the other hand, Sun Siyun and her family finally felt that they had nothing after leaving the Shen family. With Xianxia's current status, although they were not poor, their life was totally different from when they were in the Shen family. They did not save much money in the past because of their extravagant spending. Now when they needed to use their money, they realized that their pockets were empty. Shen Rui had changed from the eldest daughter of the Shen family to the daughter of an ordinary family. He did not have a good life anymore. It would not be easy for her to go abroad anymore. Shen Rui was not satisfied when she thought about it. She must find a rich husband so that everyone in the Shen family would look at her differently. Stop daydreaming. With our current status, how could the young masters of those clans still take a liking to you? Unless you want to be their mistress. Sun Siyun's words had awakened Shen Rui. He was right. As a mistress, she could do whatever she wanted with the help of those men. He was still so young. She couldn't lift her hands or carry a load. She needed a man to dote on her. Of course, Shen Laosen and Sun Siyun did not know what their daughter was thinking. They did not know that she had gone crazy from wanting to take revenge on Muqiqi. In fact, Muqiqi was distracted in school for the whole day. Grandpa Shen had invited Xiao for tea. She did not know what Xiao was planning. She also did not know what Grandpa Shen had discovered. She wished that she could grow to 20 years old in one night. That way she could share Xiao's burden and not let him carry everything. It was obvious that she was the one who had expressed her love first. But now it seemed that Xiao was the one who had to deal with it, be it hiding it or making it public. She hated herself for being like this. Her lover was her own, but when faced with the obstruction of the outside world, she was powerless. Muqiqi called Xianxia because she needed someone to support her. Xianxia did not know what to do after hearing about her predicament. Chichi, you see my situation now. I'm being mocked by others. If I were you, I would not be willing to make it public. Although I know that you are brave, you should know that gossip is a fearful thing. You might drown in their saliva. Listen to me. Leave everything to the crown prince. Don't be the one who makes it public. Muqiqi did not answer Xianxia after listening to her. But there was a clear voice in her heart reminding her that she had made her choice. No matter how difficult it was, she should overcome it. So what was she worried about? With such courage, Muqiqi hung up the phone in a hurry. She let go of the burden in her heart. No matter what happened, she was prepared to face it together with Xiao. If that was the case, what was there to be afraid of? That night, Xiao could feel that Muqiqi was in a good mood. So he purposely pressed her on the desk when she was writing her report. Seeing that you are so happy, I can't help but want some dessert. There's some in the fridge. I'll get it for you. You're my dessert. With that, Xiao pushed her blouse up and smiled playfully. Muqiqi was stunned. Then she struggled. Xiao, I haven't written my report yet. Why do you need to write a report when you have me? With that, Xiao threw Muqiqi's report in the middle of the study. Then he took off his shirt and pressed her down. Muqiqi wanted to say something. But her mouth was sealed by his kiss. She did not have the chance to speak. They kissed passionately. Then they began to make love in the study. At the critical moment, Xiao stopped. He deliberately hooked Muqiqi's chin and asked, Do you still want me to stop? Mu Qiqi took the chance and bit his shoulder. You are the worst. You are teasing me. Do you want it? Oh. Mu Qiqi hugged his neck and answered embarrassedly. Xianxia picked Mu Qiqi up. But the two of them were joined together. Step by step he brought the little one back to the bedroom. Because tonight the little one would not have any freedom. The moment Mu Qiqi was put on the big bed, a thought flashed through her mind. It's over. I will definitely fail my subjects after the semester ends. Who asked her to resist the temptation of Xing Zhao's charming body? But the next morning when she woke up she saw the report Xianxia had written for her on the bedside table. Go to school by yourself. I am going to the Xin family. Mu Qiqi looked at the report Xianxia had written. She could not help but mutter. Was there anything this man could not do? A man who graduated from science and engineering was even more professional than a medical student like her. But when she thought about Xianxia going to the Xin family, she could not help but feel nervous. She did not know what Grandpa would say to this man. Early in the morning, Grandpa Xin had prepared the best tea in the Xin family's fish pond. He had also put the fishing rod in place. He was waiting for Xianxia to come and answer the questions in his heart. Xianxia arrived at the Xin family at 8 o'clock sharp. He walked past the Xin family's side courtyard and went straight to the place where Grandpa Xin was resting. He sat down on the chair he had prepared for him. Grandpa Xin poured a cup of tea for Xianxia and put it in front of him. It's rare that you can take the time to meet me, the Crown Prince of Huang Yao. Chapter 239. Who owned the villa near Xingting University before it was transferred to Lu Wenhua? Grandpa Xin went straight to the point and asked Xianxia. Xianxia finished his tea and put down the teacup. He stopped smiling and answered Grandpa Xin directly, It's mine. Did you already know that third brother and his family wanted to frame Qiqi? Yes, I did. Xianxia answered honestly. Qiqi moved into that villa a long time ago. Can you tell me the exact time? August. Grandpa Xin's hands started to tremble. He realized that Xianxia did not come here just to brush him off. He answered every question very seriously. Then did you, also? That is my Yanqi's home. Xianxia answered the question that Grandpa Xin wanted to ask the most. Grandpa Xin dropped the teacup on the floor when he heard that. He put his hands on the table and closed his eyes tightly. Xiaoqi and I were together before her identity was exposed. What else do you want to ask? Grandpa Xin did not ask anything. He flipped the table. It was so loud that the servants of the Xin family and Xinlin were alerted. You are her uncle. You are one generation older than her. She's only 18 years old. How could you just... Xianxia, I've always thought that you're the one with the most sense of propriety. You look unruly on the surface but you would never do such a thing. But now I'm really disappointed. Aren't you ruining Qiqi's reputation by being together with her? Do you want her to be laughed at like Lu Qianxian? Grandpa Xin was very agitated. But Xianxia was very calm. Even though he could not drink the tea anymore, he still answered Grandpa Xin clearly, I want to marry her. You? What do you have to marry her? Will the Xing family acknowledge her identity? You know very well what I have to marry Qiqi. I have never thought of hiding it from anyone. It's just that Qiqi did not want to make it public. That's why I did not tell anyone about it. It's not because I am afraid of the Xing family or the Xin family. Old Xin, you should know very well that no one can stop me from doing what I want to do. I can't accept it. How can I accept it? Grandpa Xin kept shaking his head. When I entered the house 2 nights ago, although there was nothing of yours, I could feel that Qiqi was not the only one living in that house. I became suspicious, so I went to investigate the house and found out that it had just been transferred. I should have known. I should have admitted it long ago, but the more afraid I am, the more you will deal me a fatal blow. 8th brother, I can't face you in the future. Grandpa Xin looked at Xingzhao's red eyes. He was not just angry. He felt humiliated and broke down. His 2 granddaughters. 2 of them. It doesn't matter. I'll still marry her. Grandpa Xin was ashamed and angry. But when Xianxia left, the Xin family was in an uproar, especially Huang Yu. When she found out about this, she was so shocked that she could not recover from it for a long time. Therefore, since Grandpa Xin entered the study room and announced that he would not see anyone, Huang Yu pestered Xinlin and asked, What else did you hear? Uncle Xing said that he wants to marry Qiqi. Oh my god, Mu Qiqi is too daring. Huang Yu covered her mouth. But as far as I know, they were together before Qiqi's identity was exposed. Xinlin said to Huang Yu. So, they might not have thought that such a situation would happen. They kept it a secret until now because they were afraid that Grandpa would be sad. I know Qiqi's temper. If she had a better way she would not do this. But she is only 18 years old and she is already married to Xingxiao. Moreover, she is from the Xing family. Moreover, they are from the same generation. Do you think it's strange that your grandpa would agree to it so easily? Huang Yu sighed. I think so too. I'm afraid that Grandpa will never be able to accept it. Sun Xiyun's family must have never thought that Xingxiao is Xiao Qi's. Xin Rui has been thinking about it for a long time. Huang Yu glanced at Grandpa Shin's room. Then she told Xinlin, you should take care of your grandpa these few days. Don't let him be angry. As for the rest, we can't help Qiqi. I know, Mom. Qiqi has really planted a super bomb in the Shin family. But you don't object to it, don't you? Xinlin did not hear that Huang Yu was blaming Mu Qiqi from her tone. Why should I object to it? Xin Rui is delusional. But Qiqi and Xingxiao are in love with each other. How can it be the same? Moreover, although they are not the same generation, they are not related by blood. Other than your grandpa, who else in the family would really care about the generation? Most importantly, I understand Qiqi. When she was at her wit's end, it was Xingxiao who held her back. I'm not surprised that she likes Xingxiao because of this relationship. Otherwise, why would she tattoo his name on her ear? Xinlin nodded. When it came to love, wasn't it all about being willing to do anything? He treated Yu Jing like that in the past. Now wasn't Mu Qiqi the same as him? Soon Mu Qiqi found out from Xingxiao that Grandpa Shin had exposed their relationship. So she was restless. She called Huang Yu immediately. Your grandpa locked himself in the study for the whole day. He did not eat or drink. Seems that he is really angry. No one in the Shin family dares to persuade him. You know your grandpa's temper. Xiaoqi, this matter has really blown your grandpa's mind. He loves you so much and trusts you. He must be very sad now. But second aunt doesn't think that you did anything wrong. Who can say who is right or wrong in this kind of thing? Thank you, second aunt. I'll come and see grandpa later, said Mu Qiqi to Huang Yu. But you must be prepared. Grandpa might not let you go so easily. He might even force you to make a decision. I know. The matter had been exposed. What good would it do to say more? She was not afraid. She was just worried about Grandpa's health. That was all. So, during the lunch break, Mu Qiqi went to the hospital to visit Shin Jianchuan. When Shin Jianchuan saw her, he could guess what happened. Did Grandpa find out? Mu Qiqi nodded. Yes. Chapter 240. How could she not care? If it's the Mu family, I really don't care. But I care about you and Grandpa. Mu Qiqi held Shin Jianchuan's hand and said, But Dad, I can't lose Xiaoxiao no matter what. He is my life. Mu Qiqi's eyes turned red when she said that. Maybe you think that I'm exaggerating. I'm just an 18-year-old kid. She said that because she's young and naive. However, I know better than any of you what kind of place he holds in my heart. Even if I'm struck by lightning in the future, I will accept it. Dad will always be on your side. So be brave. Shin Jianchuan held Mu Qiqi's hand. It was the only thing he could do for Mu Qiqi. That was to cheer for her. When Mu Qiqi left, he asked the nurse who was standing beside him, Can I leave the hospital? How can you leave the hospital? What if it's just for a while? The nurse thought for a while and said, I'll think of a way for you. Because he knew Grandpa Shin's temper very well. Mu Qiqi would definitely be wronged. So it was time for him to perform as a father. Mu Qiqi did not tell Xingxiao that she was going to the Shin family. But according to Xingxiao's understanding of her, she drove straight to the Shin family after she left Huang Yao. At that moment, Mu Qiqi was kneeling outside Grandpa Shin's study. Huang Yu and the others stood aside helplessly. After a while, Grandpa Shin finally opened the door. He looked at Mu Qiqi coldly and said, Follow me. They arrived at the ancestral hall of the Shin family one after another. Mu Qiqi only knew that there was an ancestral hall in the Shin family. Tell me in front of all the ancestors. Did you and Xingxiao lie to me from the beginning? Grandpa, apart from my relationship with Xiaoxiao, we didn't lie to you about anything. Grandpa Shin took out the wooden stick that he used to hit Shin Rui the other day. He pointed it at Mu Qiqi. Do you know how proud I am to see you? I love you so much. I want to give you the whole Shin family. But what about you? Not only did you live with a man at the age of 18, he's also a member of the Xing family. He's your uncle. How am I supposed to accept this, girl? Since you've come back today and you're here in front of all the ancestors, tell me, do you want Xianxia or me, your grandfather? I really can't live with Xianxia awkwardly anymore. I've let the Xing family down. So give me an answer. Give me a choice. Do you want Xianxia or grandfather? Tell me. If you choose grandpa, then cut off all ties with Xianxia. From now on we will never mention this matter again. I will pretend that nothing happened. But if you choose Xianxia, then the Xin family will pretend that you never appeared. I will pretend that I don't have a granddaughter like you. Mu Qiqi looked at Grandpa Xin with a firm and unquestionable gaze. I choose Xianxia. Hearing this, Grandpa Xing was shocked and hit her with a stick. You don't even think about it? Do you really want to marry into the Xing family that much? Mu Qiqi was secretly hurt, but she did not change her answer. I choose Xianxia. Grandpa, I can do anything for you except leaving Xianxia. If you still care about your granddaughter's life, don't force me to choose. Because Xianxia is my life. You don't know how much a desperate girl loves and appreciates that person when she's saved. He saved my life. He gave me my life. Everything I have, including the fact that I can kneel here now, is because I have Xianxia. He's very important to me. He's more important than myself. Grandpa Xin hit Mu Qiqi again when he heard this. He was anxious. You're so stubborn. Grandpa, this is it. I'll follow Xianxia for the rest of my life. Whether you agree or not, this is my answer. My saliva can drown you. I'm not afraid of anything. Mu Qiqi replied with tears in her eyes. If that's the case, you must be like Shinrui. Get out of the Xin family. The further the better. I'll pretend that I don't have you as my granddaughter. Even if you're attacked by the Xing family in the future, I won't acknowledge you as my granddaughter. After Mu Qiqi heard this, she kowtowed to Grandpa Xin 3 times. Grandpa, please take care of yourself. Grandpa Xin did not expect that Mu Qiqi would make such a decision without any hesitation. He felt sad and angry at the same time. Mu Qiqi was already a part of the Xin family. How could he get rid of her? If this matter were to spread and the Xing family came looking for Mu Qiqi, would he be able to deny it? How could he say that Mu Qiqi was not a member of the Xin family? Who would believe that? But it was worse than death for him to accept it. My Qiqi. Mu Qiqi's steps were firm. She had to do it without any hesitation. She must give Grandpa Xin the most accurate answer about Xianxia. She would not compromise at all. She could do anything for Grandpa Xin. But she would not give in to Xianxia. Qiqi. Huang Yu quickly helped her when she saw her. Are you all right? Grandpa, please take care of me. Mu Qiqi said to Huang Yu. Just take it that I'm not filial. After that, Mu Qiqi was about to walk out of the Xin family. But Grandpa Xin shouted at her from behind. Come back, you wicked girl. I'll give you time to break up with Xianxia slowly. I won't force you, Grandpa, you're forcing me. Mu Qiqi turned around and said to Grandpa Xin, because I won't break up with him. I've already given in. What else do you want me to do? Obviously, Grandpa Xin did not want to lose his granddaughter. But he could not accept the fact that his nephew had become his grandson-in-law. At the same time, Xing Zhao's car had entered the Xin family's courtyard. He saw Mu Qiqi and the others at the entrance of the living room. He went straight to them. His face darkened when he saw Mu Qiqi holding her shoulder. Did you get beaten? Mu Qiqi shook her head. Xianxia hugged Mu Qiqi. Then he looked up at Grandpa Xin and said, Uncle Xin, I've been raising her since she was 17 to 19. I have custody of her too. I want her to be my wife. None of you can stop me. Xiao, lawless. Grandpa Xing snorted coldly at Xianxia after hearing that. Chapter 241. Grandpa Xin did not say anything. At that moment, a white car drove into the parking lot of the Xin family. Everyone looked at it and realized that it was a nurse who accompanied Xin Jianchuan back to the Xin family. Grandpa Xin's hands began to tremble when he saw it. Why are you back? I'm afraid that you'll make things difficult for Shao Qi, Xin Jianchuan replied. Even you, father, you could accept me when I was so rebellious back then. Can't you accept my daughter now? Xin Jianchuan asked Grandpa Shen. Don't you think that Mu Qiqi is very similar to me because of her? You're a man and she's a girl. Do you know what people will say about her when she's only 18? Whether she can marry into the Xing family or not, her reputation will not be good in the future. Grandpa Shen pointed at Mu Qiqi and said loudly, Am I doing it for myself? I'm already half buried in the ground. Why should I care about that? I just don't want her life to be as rough as yours. Grandpa Shen's eyes turned red as he said that. Father, you know how capable Xianxia is. He saved Mu Qiqi and raised her. Now he wants to marry Mu Qiqi. He has already given his all to your granddaughter. Other than him, no one else can take care of your granddaughter so well and spoil her to the point that she is out of control. Reputation is nothing. We live our lives for ourselves. Who will remember who is who after 100 years? Xin Jianchuan held Grandpa Shen's hand and said, You just spoil them. Since it's happened, they have to accept it. Now they love each other so much that they won't break up even if you talk to them until your saliva dries up. Do you still remember me back then? If they're really not fated, they'll break up sooner or later. When that time comes, even if Mu Qiqi's reputation is bad, she can bear it herself. She's an adult. As for the Shen family, I'm innocent. Grandpa Shen has lived his life with integrity. Grandpa Shen said disdainfully. Hearing this, Xin Jianchuan smiled. If that's the case, why are you still stopping the children? An uncle and a niece. When Grandpa Shen thought of those two titles, he felt extremely uncomfortable. He could not accept it no matter what. But he was also afraid of losing Mu Qiqi and Xin Jianchuan. It was because of him that Xin Jianchuan was framed by Rong Junhan and was bedridden for half of his life. Now could he still hurt his granddaughter? At most, I will pretend that nothing happened. Don't show your relationship in front of me. No matter what happens in the future, you will bear the consequences yourself. With that, the old man turned around and returned to his room. No matter what, he could not swallow this grievance. Meanwhile, Mu Qiqi walked to Xin Jianchuan and squatted beside him. Why did you come out of the hospital? Because your grandfather listens to me the most, Xin Jianchuan said to his daughter. Mu Qiqi giggled, but there were tears in her eyes. Daddy, silly daughter, you have had a hard life since you were young. I have never taken care of you. Now, no matter what happiness you want, I will help you get it. Leave your grandfather to me. You could go to Xingxiao's place. Xingxiao looked at the father and daughter. Then he walked to Xin Jianchuan and said calmly, I believe that I am still the person who treats Qi the best. It's easy to get past the Shen family. But what about the Xing family? Xin Jianchuan looked at Xingxiao meaningfully. My daughter will not be bullied in the Shen family. But if she goes to the Xing family and is humiliated and looked down upon, I will not let her stay with you no matter what. I accept your challenge. Let's see if she will be happy in the Shen family or the Xing family. Xin Jianchuan did not say anything else. He wanted to give Mu Qiqi's hand to Xingxiao. But he could not do it. Xingxiao understood at once. He took Mu Qiqi's hand from Xin Jianchuan's hand. Let's go home. I will talk to your grandfather tonight. As for the Xing family, you must give us an answer as soon as possible, Xingxiao. I cannot let my daughter follow you without knowing why. Xingxiao did not say anything. But his steps were firm. Because he had taken his daughter away from Mu Qiqi's father. It was a promise between men. That night, everyone in the Shen family had complicated feelings. Although Grandpa Shen did not agree to it, he did not object either. After that, Xin Jianchuan followed Grandpa Shen into his study. Grandpa Shen was still sulking. He did not want to talk to his son. It's been so many years since I entered your study. Hearing this, the old man couldn't get angry anymore. He sighed deeply. Do you blame me? Xin Jianchuan shook his head. I don't blame you for what happened to me. But if you continue to stop Mu Qiqi from being with Xingxiao, I might blame you. They are not related by blood. Mu Qiqi is already an adult. Why can't she be with Xingxiao? Is my daughter trying to climb the social ladder just because she is with the strongest man? Why can't my daughter be with the crown prince? How many men these days are devoted to one woman? Especially with Xingxiao's background. I'm afraid that he is just playing with Mu Qiqi. What will happen to Mu Qiqi then? What do you mean? Qiqi is also the daughter of the Shen family. When she was with Xingxiao, she also enjoyed a beautiful love. If they really break up one day, then Qiqi will still be a member of the Shen family. She is my daughter. Even if I am disabled, I can still let her live with dignity. Do you believe me? That's right. Grandpa Xian was gradually convinced by his son. What else could he do now? Let's see what the Xing family thinks. Do we even need to think about it? Xin Jianchuan said. He knew that the Xing family would not agree even if he tried to guess with his toes. But it was not something they could handle. Whether Xing Xiao was sincere to Mu Qiqi or not depended on what he did. With Xing Zhao's ability, as long as he is sincere, Mu Qiqi will not be bullied no matter where she is. The Xing family is not to be trifled with. Grandpa Xian snorted. Moreover, how many people are there in the Xing family? There are so many people eyeing the position of the crown prince's wife. How can they let Xiaoqi have it? Isn't your granddaughter a little smart? At that moment, Xing Xiao was bringing Mu Qiqi home. On the way, Mu Qiqi was shocked by what Xing Xiao said. Marriage? Are you serious? Why? You don't want to marry me? Xing Xiao smiled. His eyes were filled with love for his little one. I am not old enough to register. Chapter 242. But, Xiao, I'm not prepared at all. Mu Qiqi panicked. We weren't mentally prepared when your grandfather found out. Xing Xiao looked at Mu Qiqi and smiled. Why? Are you scared? I'm scared. I'm scared that you would fall out with your family. They would fall out no matter who my wife is. It doesn't make a difference. With that, Xing Xiao led Mu Qiqi to the villa that Mama Xing had prepared for him. Jing Yun was startled by what he did. Young master, let's sleep here tonight. Xing Xiao said to Jing Yun, tugging at Mu Qiqi's hand. Mu Qiqi could tell that Jing Yun was worried and quickly said, There's nothing for me here and Jing Yun needs to rest. Why don't we go home? Come into my room to take a shower and put on my clothes. Xing Xiao pushed her into his room. But Xiao, before Mu Qiqi could finish, Xing Xiao had already closed the door for her. Jing Yun could guess most of it at that. Young master, are you going to go public? But Miss Mu Qiqi is not even 19. Are the odds good? It's precisely because the odds are not good that I need you and the Xin family to work together. Xing Xiao said to him. From today onwards you can go back to your own home. While you're at it, help me do something important. Yes, young master. Tell my mother that you saw Cheer in the villa. Jing Yun's eyes widened at that. Are you going to be so direct? Do as I say and spread the story that I went to the Xin family to cause trouble, saying that I snatched Cheer from the old man, and he was so angry that he was almost hospitalized. Jing Yun nodded at his orders. I understand. I'll do it right away. Xing Xiao was putting everything on his shoulders so that the Xing family would think that Mu Qiqi was forced by him, and the Xin family was forced by his tyranny. It was only then that the Xing family would not pay attention to Xiaoqi. At the moment, Mu Qiqi was taking a shower in her room. She needed to calm down too. Although she had already decided on Xing Xiao, she was afraid that what would happen next would reach a point she could not bear. She was afraid that she would hurt Xing Xiao and the Xing family. After a while, Xing Xiao returned to the bedroom and entered the bathroom. He saw Mu Qiqi standing under the shower in a daze. He grabbed her neck and pulled her in front of him. From today onwards, cooperate with me and act. What? I want Xiao Qi to be my rightful wife. With that, Xing Xiao kissed her. He could not resist him at all. Very soon, the bathroom was filled with obscene sounds. However, their entwined bodies were obscured by the dense mist. In their passion, Xing Xiao held her slender waist and told her over and over again, I want you, I only want you. Mu Qiqi was driven by her own desires. How could she not be wholeheartedly devoted to Xing Xiao? Since Xing Xiao had said such words, what reason did she have not to support her man and drag him down with her negative emotions? I just want to be with you forever. Soon Mu Qiqi fell asleep out of exhaustion, just as the sound of a car parking came from downstairs. Xing Xiao covered Mu Qiqi with a blanket and went downstairs, because he knew that his mother was coming for him. Mama Xing rushed to the villa. She knew what he had done when she saw Xing Zhao's bare upper body and the scratches from his nails. She did not notice the tattoo on Xing Zhao's body. She was just shocked to see him like that. This was the first time she, as a mother, saw her son's needs in this area. Jing Yun told me, it's all true. Xing Xiao went downstairs and poured his mother a glass of wine. Where's Xiaoqi? I'm sleeping in my room. Xing Xiao answered directly. Mama Sheng could not take it anymore. She went up to Xianxia and gave him a slap. Do you know what you are doing? You have Mu Qiqi. She is only 19 years old. She is old Shen's precious granddaughter. How can you go to the Shen family and make a scene? How can I face the Shen family in the future? Xianxia was not angry because of the slap. He smiled. There was a hint of a devil in his smile. Mom, don't you always know what I am like? I can get whatever I want and whoever I want. I never ask if they are willing or not. Since Xiaoqi is grateful to me, why can't she be my woman? Mama Sheng was very angry. What did you do to Xiaoqi? What can I do? Isn't it just a matter between a man and a woman? She is still so young. She is an adult now. Xianxia emphasized. I could have kept it a secret. But Uncle Shen found out about it. I can't let Xiaoqi run away. So, I could only go to the Shen family and make a scene. Mama Sheng did not know what to do with her son. She took a deep breath. Can't you use proper means to pursue someone you like? Must you be so despicable? I like her. Do I have the right to like someone else in the Sheng family? I do like Qi, but will you let me marry her? If that's the case, I might as well use force. Mom, instead of standing here, why don't you think about how to make it up to the Shen family? Anyway, I have done what I did. Mama Sheng was frightened by her son. Although Xianxia had shown his devilish side in the past few years, he had never treated people like he did now. Sure enough, it was a fool's dream to let him live a normal life. I'll go up and see Mu Qiqi. Go ahead. Xianxia pointed at the second floor. But Momcher is mine. If you have any ideas about her, I will announce to the world that I have taken the girl I adopted as my own. Mama Sheng could not say anything. She went upstairs and gently opened the door. She had mixed feelings when she saw Mu Qiqi sleeping in the bedroom. Especially when she saw the marks on Mu Qiqi's body. She was such a good girl. But her son treated her like that. Mama Sheng did not say anything at that thought. But before she left, she said to Xianxia, you have to take responsibility for this. Mu Qiqi cannot be toyed with by you. How do you want me to take responsibility? Marry her? Will Dad agree? Fremont. You don't have to worry about that. But you have to take good care of Mu Qiqi. Only then can I answer to the Shen family. Of course I will take good care of her. But Mom, are you sure you can convince Dad and Grandpa? In their eyes, I am just toying with a woman. Chapter 243. Mama Sheng left the villa quickly. The more she thought about it, the more she felt that her son was a complete demon. Xianxia knew that his mother had successfully misunderstood him. So he returned to the bedroom and held Xiaoqi in his arms. Then he kissed her forehead gently. I must love you so much that I went crazy. That's why I did that. Mu Qiqi was sleeping. She did not know that she was already a daughter-in-law in Mama Sheng's heart. She did not care if she was 18 or 19 years old. She was born in the Mu family. She was really afraid of her son now. So Mama Sheng quickly returned home and told her husband about it. It's all because of the Sheng family's bias. That brat doesn't walk the path of a normal person at all. Now he has bullied a child of the Shen family. Who else would want to marry him in the future? The Shen family did not cause trouble today because they are friends with the Sheng family for many years. But we can't pretend that it never happened. She is just a woman. Why are you making such a fuss? Papa Sheng glared at his wife. Don't you know your son? The more outrageous the thing is, the more he would do it. Do you still want him to be a normal person? What else can I do? How old is the child? Papa Sheng suddenly asked Mama Sheng. 19 soon. Then let's arrange for them to get engaged. We'll talk about the future later. This way whatever Xianxia wants to do will be justified. And the Shen family will have an explanation. Papa Sheng told Mama Sheng why he was so generous. First, it was because the Shen family was a famous family. Their granddaughter was taken away by Xianxia. Of course the Shen family would not let it go. Secondly, Papa Sheng did not think that Xiao's love for Mu Qiqi would last long. The engagement was just a temporary measure. When the young man got tired of it, it was only a matter of time before they broke up. And he knew his son very well. He would never stay by someone's side until he was old. When that happens, the Shen family could not say anything even if they were fated to be together. So he proposed to let Xianxia and Mu Qiqi get engaged. Old Shen hates seniority the most. According to seniority, Xianxia is Qiqi's uncle. I still need to spend some time to convince the old man. I'll explain it to Dad, but to the public just tell them that I'm engaged to the daughter of the Xian family. We can't expose their adoptive relationship. I knew this bastard wouldn't do anything good. After listening to her husband, Mama Sheng sighed. I really like Qiqi. I'll treat her better when they get engaged. I really don't know how sad Qiqi was when she was bullied by Xianxia. Mama Sheng sighed. That was why Jingyun received news the next morning that the CEO and Madam had informed the chairman of the Sheng family about it. And when the chairman learned about it, he immediately ordered Xianxia to get engaged to the daughter of the Sheng family as soon as possible. Although he had never seen this granddaughter-in-law before. Even so, what Xianxia did was so out of line that the Sheng family dared to cause trouble. She even went to fight with Grandpa Shen for him. If the Sheng family did not say anything, their relationship with the Shen family would be over. Moreover, Papa Sheng told Grandpa Sheng that the girl was still young. When she grew up and Xianxia was no longer obsessed with her, they could just separate. It was just an engagement. It would not involve her becoming a member of the Sheng family. So Grandpa Sheng agreed to it. He could not let the ugly things that his grandson had done spread like wildfire. Now he had to find a name for him. So Mama Sheng came to the Shen family with a gift in the morning. Grandpa Shen thought that he could not face the Sheng family at first. But when Mama Sheng spoke, he was shocked. Old Shen, it's the Sheng family that let you down. What do you mean? That brat of mine took Qiqi by force and even caused a ruckus in the Shen family. He really put the Sheng family to shame. So, my father immediately asked me to come here to propose marriage to you. Let the two children get engaged. When Qiqi is 7 years old, let them get married. Mama Sheng said to Grandpa Shen embarrassedly. Grandpa Shen glanced at Huang Yu subconsciously after he heard what she said. What did Xianxia do? But there is a gap in seniority between them. Old Shen, can you put aside your seniority now? I know you're not happy about it, but since it's already happened, we can only accept it. I feel sorry for Qiqi. Since it's fate between the two of them, let's see if you can fulfill it. Grandpa Shen was surprised. Why would the Sheng family come to propose marriage? At that moment, Shen Jianchuan was pushed out of the room by the nurse. He saw Mama Sheng. I don't agree to it. My daughter is the daughter of the Shen family. She is the daughter of the Shen family. If she is taken away by the Sheng family so easily, won't she be bullied by the Sheng family? Mama Sheng saw that Shen Jianchuan had come home. She could imagine how fierce Xing Zhao's trouble was yesterday. She quickly answered, Don't worry. I will treat Qiqi like my own daughter after she joins the Sheng family. I'm curious. Why did the Sheng family come to propose marriage? It's fine if Xing Xiao plays around with women, but it suits his status. I don't have to marry him. Young master, don't worry. Qiqi is the daughter of the Shen family. I will treat her the same way you treat her. You don't have to worry. Humph. Shen Jianchuan snorted coldly. He did not say anything else. If he did not make things difficult for the Sheng family, they might think that his daughter could not get married. So he was supporting Qiqi. When Mama Sheng saw that Shen Jianchuan did not say anything, she looked at Grandpa Shen. Grandpa Shen took a deep breath and waved his hand. I'll do as you say. I'm already so old. I really don't want to be burdened by young people. Who can control Xianxia? That's right. It's good that you agree. The Sheng family will do this well. We will not let Qiqi suffer. Grandpa Shen did not say anything else. He felt that the Sheng family agreed to it too easily. It made him feel uneasy. So after Mama Sheng left, he looked at his son. What happened? After Shen Jianchuan heard the question, he smiled. Eighth brother Sheng is really a surprise winner. What do you mean? Chapter 244. Then I shouldn't have agreed. Grandpa Shen snorted. Father, which one of the younger ones in the Sheng family managed to escape the fate of an arranged marriage? But if Xing Xiao could get rid of his shackles and get engaged to Qiqi, it means that he has a solution when it comes to marriage. I'm just afraid that Qiqi would fall into the abyss when she marries the Sheng family. She wouldn't be able to handle it. Grandpa Shen was worried. I think it's interesting. Even if it doesn't work out, Qiqi has the Shen family and us. Grandpa Shen nodded. Since the Sheng family was willing to let them get engaged, the future could be discussed later. What if Qiqi was unwilling to marry Xing Xiao? Things developed quickly. It was only one night. By the time Muchichi woke up, her world had changed. She got dressed and went downstairs. She found Mama Sheng busy in the open kitchen. Muchichi's face turned pale. But Mama Sheng smiled at her. Xiaoqi, you're awake? Pretty aunt. All the parents know about what happened between you and that little rascal. How could you do this to yourself and not tell anyone? In Mama Sheng's eyes, it was Xing Xiao who forced Muchichi. It was her son who let others down. Pretty aunt, it's not Xiao Zhao's business. Mother, I still need to go to work. Xing Xiao, who was sitting in the living room, said to his mother-in-law and daughter-in-law. Xiaoqi, take a seat. Breakfast will be ready soon. You can go to school after you eat. Muchichi looked at Xing Xiao in confusion. But Xing Xiao hooked his finger at her. Do you think you're dreaming? What's going on? I've told you that I want you to be my little wife. With that, Xing Xiao kissed Muchichi's thin lips where Mama Sheng could not see. Muchichi was startled. At the same time she was puzzled. But she did not ask. She waited until the three of them had breakfast. Then she heard some news from Mama Sheng and learned why this happened. However, she was very uncomfortable. So when Xing Xiao sent her to school and they were alone, she asked him seriously, "Why did you do that? Why did everyone treat you like a demon? What's the difference?" Xing Xiao asked her in return. "I'm such a person. I do whatever I want and I'm lawless. They're used to it. Xiao, everything else is not important. The most important thing is that I want to marry you as soon as possible. But your family thinks I already bullied you. Haven't you been bullied enough by me? Wait to be my little bride." Xing Xiao's words had a double meaning. Muchichi blushed. "As long as I can marry you, I don't care what others think of me. Just wait to be my little bride." At that moment, Muchichi couldn't say anything. Xing Xiao spoiled her too much, which made her feel uneasy. "I won." Xingqiqi Xing Xiao. Xing Xiao I Xing, single quote shout. Really? Mu Xiao was. Really? Mu Shui asked. Xiao Xing Kit. Mu Sheng. Xiao. Mu Tian Ti Tian. After saying that, Xing Xiao stopped the car at the entrance of Xingting University. "From now on I can openly send you to school." Muchichi kissed Xing Xiao on the cheek when she arrived at the school gate. Then she got out of the car. But someone still saw who the man in the car was. Why does he look so familiar? Isn't he the Crown Prince of Huangyao? The Crown Prince is sending Muchichi to school. Muchichi thought that her life would be in a whirlpool in the future. But she loved Xing Xiao. That was enough to overcome everything. The two of them were about to get engaged. She had never dreamed that she would marry Xing Xiao one day. The news of their engagement soon spread throughout the Sheng family. Everyone in the Xing family was shocked. They did not expect that Xing Xiao would get engaged to an 18-year-old girl because he had forced himself on her. And the girl was the daughter of the Shen family. But the Sheng family was not surprised after that. Actually, there were many such things in rich families. Many young masters of rich families got married because they were pregnant. Actually, it was just a matter of carelessness. Actually, the two of them didn't like each other that much. When the time was up, they would just divorce. The female would get a satisfactory breakup fee and find another person to marry. Everyone was happy. So in their opinion, Xing Xiao was just careless and coveting Muchichi's youth. When Muchichi lost her advantage, it was only a matter of time before they broke up. So the Xing family just wanted to watch the show. Only the two people involved knew how serious they were. Still, Xing Xiao would not come out to explain himself. Otherwise, the marriage would not go through. Everyone in the Xing family thought that he was just fooling around. But in fact, only he knew very well what Muchichi's position was. So when Xing Zhao's brothers and sisters abroad heard about it, they only called him to congratulate him. They did not care about his engagement ceremony with Muchichi. Of course, he did not care about it. When you get married, second brother will come back to congratulate you. By the way, this little sister-in-law is so young. Xing Zhao's eyes darkened. Because these people were looking down on Muchichi. But he was not in a hurry to expose the little one's position in his heart. There would be more to see in the future. Only fourth sister called Xing Xiao. "I'm still in Vienna. I'll be back in 2 days. You must attend Xing Zhao's engagement ceremony. Fourth sister, bring back more gifts. Now you know how to ask for something for sister-in-law?" "I know. Don't worry." The fourth sister of the Xing family was also a legendary woman. Still, that would have to wait for another time. All of a sudden, the news that the Crown Prince of Huangyao was about to get engaged was spreading in the circle. Everyone was in an uproar, especially since his bride was only 18 years old. It was very interesting to talk about it. Mu Qiqi was the daughter of the Xin family. There was nothing wrong with her background. But when it came to her birth, it became a hot topic. Even so, outsiders did not find it strange that Xianxia and Mu Qiqi were a match. After all, Xianxia was like a demon. Outsiders would be puzzled if he married an innocent young lady from a well-matched family. In this way, this young couple could be considered to be birds of a feather. Chapter 245. Not only the nobles received the news, but Third Brother's family also received the news. Third Brother was shocked when he received the news. He could not believe that such a thing would happen after he left the Xin family for a few days. If Xinrui knew about it, she would go crazy. That was right. Xinrui had gone crazy. Why could Mu Qiqi do it but not Xinrui? Because when she thought of how Mama Xing had humiliated her and mocked her in the Xin family, she did not expect that she would accept Mu Qiqi in the next moment. It was a huge joke. Are the Xing family crazy? How could they allow Xingxiao to get engaged to a bastard? Aren't they afraid of being laughed at? Sun Xiyun scolded. Why would Xingxiao be afraid of being laughed at? He is just a man who plays with women. I will wait and see how happy Mu Qiqi will be after she gets engaged to this man. I will wait and hear the siren of the ambulance. I will send her to the hospital and she will never be able to come out. Mom, I am the real daughter of the Xin family. But I lost to a bastard. I feel terrible just thinking about it. Sun Xiyun could not accept it. But Xingxiao and Mu Qiqi were getting engaged. No one could change it. I will make the Xing family regret it. Xinrui's eyes were red. Her eyes were filled with hatred. He hated Mu Qiqi, Xingxiao, the Xing family and the Xin family. At that moment she felt that the whole world was her enemy. At that moment she made up her mind. It was because she had used her special channel to know that the eldest son of the Xing family liked to have lovers outside. Wasn't it because of God? Just wait and see Mu Qiqi. In fact, the news had spread like wildfire. Mu Qiqi felt helpless. Because she could no longer keep a low profile. However, no matter how much she was criticized at school, she forgot all her worries in an instant when she saw Xing Zhao's car parked outside the school gates. Because she could enjoy Xing Zhao's love now. She could not care less about what the others said. Xing Xiao was leaning against the car and waiting. When Mu Qiqi came to his side, he put his arm around her neck and kissed her red lips in front of everyone. The crowd gasped, but Xing Xiao simply shielded Mu Qiqi and said to the people around them, "Let's meet my fiancé." His smile made the people around him feel a sense of danger, so they took a few steps back. This man was handsome and outstanding. He was like a diamond that was hard to come by in the world. However, his level of danger was at the same level as his excellence. How much courage would it take to be with such a man, to get used to his trickery and mischief? At that thought, the onlookers began to admire Mu Qiqi's courage. But only Mu Qiqi knew that behind his back he was a normal and warm man. Let's go. Xing Xiao hugged Mu Qiqi and let her get into the car. Soon their car arrived at the entrance of Xingting University and left. However, the discussions behind him were still incessant. Mu Qiqi must be a god to be able to be with the crown prince. That's right. Ordinary people would not even dare to breathe loudly when they are with the crown prince. They would be scared out of their wits. In terms of reputation, the two of them are surprisingly compatible. On the way back, Mu Qiqi saw that the entrance of the university had never been so crowded. She could not help but ask Xing Xiao, "Are you coming to pick me up every day? Are you not willing?" Xing Xiao tilted his head and looked at his little one. "It's just too high profile." Mu Qiqi scratched her head. "I'm not used to it. Get used to it. Also, let's go to the Xin family for dinner tonight. My mother is there to discuss the engagement date with your grandfather." Mu Qiqi felt that it was unreal. She pinched her face to prove that she was not dreaming. The thing that she did not dare to think about before had become real. She was really afraid that it was all just her imagination. Although we are engaged, no one in the Xing family acknowledges our relationship. It's because they think that I'm just fooling around. They don't take you seriously. Xing Xiao told Mu Qiqi the truth while driving. So, they might not acknowledge your identity in the future. They might even make things difficult for you and humiliate you. And our engagement is not a complete victory. I just want you to stand by my side openly. But there is still a long way to go. Mu Qiqi felt more at ease after listening to him. She was already feeling uneasy because of the quick engagement. But now that she knew the truth, she was not afraid anymore. Thank you, Xiao, for not lying to me. Although they don't take you seriously, I take you seriously. No matter who they are, no matter what they want to do, they will have to get through me before they bully you. This is my promise to you. Xianxia never made promises to anyone. It was because he had to keep his promise when he said it. But at this moment he made a promise to the little one who was the most important to him. As my fiancé, if you are still bullied, it means that I'm useless. I'm marrying you because I love you. I love you, little one. Mu Qiqi jumped into Xiao's arms when she heard the word, love. Xiao could only stop the car to comfort the little one who was overjoyed. Was there any doubt that Xiao loved her? Her family background was not good. She did not have much ability. She was just a university student. Moreover, she was studying in such an unlikable major. If it was not because of love, she really could not think of any other good points in her. After a while, the car was finally restarted. The two of them quickly returned to the Xian family. Grandpa Xian snorted when he saw Xiao's expression. He did not look happy. But Mama Xing was very happy. Because before they came back, they had already decided on the date of their engagement. The 3rd of next month will be a big day. Qiqi, let's hold the engagement ceremony on that day. Is that okay? Mu Qiqi suddenly raised her head. She looked at Mama Xing and then at Xiao. It's up to you. But Xiao suddenly said, it's too slow. There are less than 20 days left. I said it's too slow, Xiao repeated coldly. I think next week is not bad. Chapter 246. I won't let her be wronged. She is already wronged being with you. When Grandpa Xian thought of their seniority, he still felt uncomfortable. She's only 18 years old. Which 18-year-old girl is going to get engaged and get married? She is basically betting her whole life on you. Mama Xing felt bad when she heard that. Because she felt that the Xing family had wronged Mu Qiqi even more. Xiao was a devil. He might like her today, but he might change his taste tomorrow. What would happen to Mu Qiqi then? She knew very well what Grandpa Xing and her husband were thinking. They both thought that it was just a girl and it was not a big deal to get engaged. It was not a marriage, so they did not care who Xiao was engaged to. But when it came to marriage, it would be a different story. So they did not care about Mu Qiqi at all. Mama Xing could not help feeling sad when she thought about that. The most beautiful years of a girl's life had been ruined by her own devil son. Don't worry, Grandpa Xing. No matter when it is, the Xing family will give Mu Qiqi the grandest ceremony. We will not mistreat her. Xiao knew that his mother wanted to make it up to Mu Qiqi. But he did not say it out. Anyway, he wanted the whole world to feel sorry for Mu Qiqi. Xiaoqi, let me be frank. If the Xing family does not treat you well one day, you don't have to endure it. Come back to the Xian family. Dad and Grandpa can help you. I know, Grandpa. Mu Qiqi's eyes turned red. Because she knew that it was difficult for her grandfather to accept her relationship with Xiao. Now she had to put on an act for him. As a grandchild, she was really unfilial. If that's the case, I will let the Xing family arrange the engagement. Mama Xing smiled. Then she grabbed Mu Qiqi's hand in front of Grandpa Xian. It must be hard for you to follow my son. Mu Qiqi turned to look at Xiao. Xiao only smiled. Mu Qiqi said nothing. She just held Mama Xing's hand. I'll get the best designer in the world to design an engagement dress for Qiqi. From today onwards, she's half my daughter. Mama Xing was very thorough in her work. So the Xin family was not dissatisfied with her. Even when Xin Jianchuan was in the hospital, she went there specially to reassure him. Xin Jianchuan was undergoing rehabilitation. Now he could speak freely. After hearing Mama Xing's words, he smiled. To be honest, we know very well what the Xing family is like. But my daughter went to the Xing family. This is her choice. As her father, I can't stop her. I want her freedom. Mama Xing smiled. If the Xing family bullies Xiaoqi one day, you don't have to doubt that I, as her father, would have no choice but to fall out with the Xing family no matter what the old man does. The marriage between two big families and Xiaoqi is only 18 years old. These topics are enough to stir up the whole of Jianchuan. I only hope that the Sheng family can give her a sincere engagement ceremony. Mama Xing knew Shen Jianchuan very well. So she told him honestly. I can't control others. But I can promise that I will not be biased toward Xiaoqi just like Xing Xiao. As long as Qiqi is in the Sheng family, I will stand by her side and do my best to protect her. According to seniority, I should call you aunt. But Xiaoqin, we have known each other for many years. I trust you. My only daughter is in your hands. Don't worry. Mama Xing nodded. After leaving the Shen family, Xing Xiao brought Mu Qiqi to the small mansion to meet Su Zipei. Su Zipei had not seen Mu Qiqi since she knew that they were going to be engaged. Now that she saw her, she hugged Mu Qiqi and cried. I never thought that this day would come so soon. Qiqi, you are only 18 years old. I never thought that you would marry into the Xing family at 18 years old. And don't be like this. In the future, I won't be able to help you with your life. I just want to tell you that in my heart, you will always be my daughter. No matter when, the door of the villa will always be open for you. This will always be your home. Lu Wenhua told Xing Xiao that he had bought the small mansion from Grandpa Xing. Now the small mansion belonged to the Lu family. It was because Su Zipei did not want to leave this place. He wanted to stay here all the time. If one day Mu Qiqi could not stay in the Xing family anymore, she would still have a familiar place to stay. And I am still your Qiqi. I will never change. Su Zipei hugged Mu Qiqi and turned to Xing Xiao. Young Master Xing. Over the past few days there have been people constantly reminding me, threatening me and beating me up. It's all because of this little thing. And you should know better than anyone how much I care about this little thing. It was rare for Xing Xiao to say such warm words. Su Zipei nodded with tears in her eyes. I understand. It's good. But the person she loved the most in her heart was about to get engaged. Su Zipei felt sad when she had to send her away. All right, you're also pregnant. Crying for too long will harm your health. Lu Wenhua saw Su Zipei was sad, so he quickly comforted her. Mu Qiqi was surprised when she heard what he said. Aunt, I didn't have time to tell you. I am an old woman now. It's good. Mu Qiqi quickly helped Su Zipei to sit down. Mu Qiqi and Xing Xiao stayed in the small mansion for the night. It was the first time that Mu Qiqi and Xing Xiao stayed in the same room in front of Su Zipei. At night, the two of them lay on the bed in Mu Qiqi's old room. Mu Qiqi lay on Xing Xiao's chest and giggled. Looking at the time, aunt and uncle had sex before we registered. If you want to see me more, we can stay here before we get engaged. Xing Xiao kissed her forehead and said. Then are we going to stay with Xing Xiao after we get engaged? Mu Qiqi asked Xing Xiao. No need. Mom is already preparing a new place for us, Xing Xiao replied. Xingting University is quite good. It's close to the school. Though, it's not convenient to have a private bodyguard there. Xing Xiao said to Mu Qiqi with a complicated expression. You are my little one. I must protect her with all my might. He knew the Xing family too well. The security guards could easily open the back door for the Xing family in the villa near Xingting University. So he needed a separate villa for surveillance and protection. Mu Qiqi would not understand it now. And he did not want her to understand it now. What do you mean? Listen to me. Listen to your husband. Do you understand? Mu Qiqi's heart was filled with sweetness when she heard the word husband. Chapter 247. The 18-year-old Mu Qiqi had won Xing Zhao's heart and entered the Xing family. She was about to become the legendary crown princess. When the news spread, it became a hot topic in Jianchuan. Huang Yao had beautified Mu Qiqi in public relations. They had also done a lot of publicity and activities. Papa Xing had completely regarded his son's engagement ceremony as an important publicity tool. Not only that, he even called Xing Xiao into his office the next day. The father and son rarely sat together to talk about personal matters. Of course, in Xing Zhao's heart, there was no place for him as a father. Qiqi is just a little girl. You should coax her. She is the daughter of the Shen family after all. But you should understand your grandfather's intention. Qiqi is still young. You still have a few years to think about it. When the time comes, you can tell me if you don't like this girl. You will know how to deal with the aftermath with old Shen. She is just a girl. Don't take her seriously. It is a man's talent to put on a show. Xianxia knew what his father was thinking, but he never cared about what his father thought. As long as his little one entered the Xing family, he would only chase others out of the Xing family. If anyone dared to touch his people, he would immediately disown them. As for your wife, I will keep an eye out for you. You can take a look at her from time to time. Qiqi is good, but she can't help you much after weighing the pros and cons. If there is nothing else, I will leave now. Xianxia did not want to talk nonsense with the old man. If you have the time to find a woman for me, you should focus on improving your performance. Huang Yao's quarterly report will be out soon. Papa Sheng's face darkened. You bastard. Xianxia did not say anything. He walked out of Papa Sheng's office. Jingyun was waiting at the door of the office. When he saw Xianxia coming out, he quickly went up to him. Young master, madam has asked me to find you a new place to live. I've already found a few villas. You can choose one before I report to madam. Put the documents on my desk. Xianxia said coldly. I've already released him. But what other unpleasant things did the CEO say? Just tell him I am not around when he comes to me. Xianxia turned to Jingyun and instructed. Also, report to me if you find out that he has taken a liking to a rich young lady. I'm going to nip all his plans in the bud. Understood. And young master, the entertainment magazines are using Miss Qiqi as a celebrity. She must be feeling a heavy burden. After hearing this, Xianxia stopped in his tracks and thought for a moment. Buy that magazine and donate the land to build public toilets for the country. It's time to give back to society. It is time to repay society. With those words, Jingyun turned and was about to leave his office, but before he left he said meaningfully, Young master, you must protect Miss Qiqi. Xianxia did not say anything. Instead he looked at Jingyun. Xianxia did not say anything. But he gave Jingyun a look. Xianxia looked at the villa information on the table and immediately opened it. He had to make sure that it was the safest and most confidential place before he let Cheer move in. The news of their engagement had spread like wildfire. Lu Qianxian had also taken some time to meet Mu Qiqi for tea at a cafe near the school. However, Mu Qiqi was too famous now. That was why people would talk about her wherever she went. Lu Qianxian felt uncomfortable. But Mu Qiqi was calm. Lu Qianxian was not amused. You are acting like the crown princess now. It is always good to get used to it. Have you booked the time? Lu Qianxian asked enviously. Maybe next week or next month. Then I can help you to calm down backstage. But you know I won't be there. I don't want to be a burden. Lu Qianxian said self-deprecatingly. Qianxian, it is good that you understand. You're my best friend. I am the happiest when you and the crown prince get engaged. Lu Qianxian was tearing up. She held Mu Qiqi's hand. You and the crown prince must be together. That will give me the courage to move forward. Mu Qiqi's heart ached. She did not care what the outside world thought of her. But she did not want her best friend to be humiliated under the spotlight. Where's Lin Mui? Have you not contacted him recently? Lu Qianxian wiped her tears and smiled. That coward? Don't mention it. We have not contacted each other for a long time. Mu Qiqi did not say anything else. She walked up to Lu Qianxian and hugged her best friend. You will meet the best. I believe so too. They sat in the cafe for a long time. Then Mu Qiqi returned to the little mansion. But Xianxia was already home. He was with Su Zipei discussing how to make the simplest chicken soup. Mu Qiqi's eyes turned red when she saw that. Do you dare to eat my chicken? Xianxia leaned on the sofa and asked Mu Qiqi solemnly. I will be very supportive. Mu Qiqi stopped crying and smiled. Xianxia nodded and followed Su Zipei. No one knew what they were talking about in the kitchen. This man was fighting in the market during the day. But when he came home he behaved like this. The Xing family would be very surprised if they saw him. After dinner, the man took out a photo of the new house and said to Mu Qiqi, Jingyun found this place. Take a look and see if you like it. Xianxia was sitting on the sofa. Mu Qiqi was sitting in the gap between his legs. He was hugging Mu Qiqi from behind. Mu Qiqi took the photo and looked at it. What's so special about it? It's called Jing Ting. It's very private. And it has a comprehensive security system. Xianxia answered. It meets all my requirements. Then I'll listen to you. Mu Qiqi smiled and kept the photo. When Xianxia heard that, he turned her neck and kissed her lips. Mu Qiqi was stunned. Aunt and the others are here. It's so late. They should have gone to bed. This man was shameless just for a bite of meat. Why would he care about the place? But Mu Chichi stared at the door of Su Zipei's room the whole time. She was afraid that the old couple would come out. It would be embarrassing. But because of the secret thrill, they were more comfortable than ever. But when they returned to the room, Mu Chichi hid in Xing Zhao's arms and felt that she could not show her face at all. This man was really hateful. Chapter 248. Soon the date of their engagement was confirmed. It would be held half a month later. Mama Xing had drafted the guest list as soon as possible. But when she handed it to her husband and Grandpa Xing rejected many of the big shots on the list. Of course, it was not that they did not want to give Xing Xiao face. But they felt that it was not necessary to make this event look like a wedding. If they invited everyone, it would be embarrassing if they broke up. They only needed a few people to answer to Old Shen. After all, the two families had been friends for many years. They could not embarrass the Shen family. Mama Xing did not agree, but Papa Xing immediately stopped her and pulled her back to his bedroom. What do you want to do? How grand do you want to be? I have given you enough face. There are no restrictions. But you have to listen to me about the guest. How grand can it be if there are no guests? Mama Xing laughed. I won't look for you for this matter. I'll go straight to eighth brother and see if our son agrees. It's just an 18-year-old child. The Shin family has given him enough face. What else do you want? Mama Xing did not talk to her husband anymore, because she knew it was impossible to communicate with him. So she called Xing Xiao. Son, I have time tonight. Let's meet. In fact, Xing Xiao already knew that this would happen. After all, he was the only one who cared about Qi. If old Xing really wanted to, he would have wanted to meet his granddaughter-in-law a long time ago. However, old Xing did not even mention a word about it. In other words, he did not care who his fiancée was. Xing Xiao looked at the guest list Mama Xing sent and put it down. Just do as the old man said. Son, by the way, I have a guest list here. With that, Xing Xiao took out the list from the drawer of his desk. Take a look. Mama Xing took it doubtfully. Then her frown eased. That's more like it. You have already thought about it, haven't you? You have to prepare for a rainy day to deal with those old fogies, don't you? Xing Xiao asked Mama Xing. Mom, I know that cheer is not valued by the Xing family. So, it is inevitable that I will fight with my family. You must be prepared. If you really treat Chi-Chi like this for the rest of your life, I'll have to thank the gods. Mama Xing was afraid that Xing Xiao would abandon her. After all, the girl had given him everything. Xing Xiao said nothing else but chuckled softly. Did you invite all these people? Jing Yun has already contacted them one by one, and I've called a few of them who hold extraordinary positions last night. They're all friends and they're willing to do me the honor. Over the years, Xing Xiao had traveled all over the world and his network was not built for nothing. It was not a problem to invite a few American tycoons, a French winery tycoon, and a Danish prince. When the time comes, both the Xin families and Xing Zhao's guests would arrive. Who would be embarrassed if Grandpa Xing's guest list was so shabby? Then I'm not worried. Mama Xing nodded but looked at Xing Xiao with a deep gaze. She knew very well that no one in the Xing family could match her son in terms of tactics. Even so, they had lived in harmony over the years, but Chi-Chi's appearance seemed to have broken that balance. Don't think too much, Mom. It would come to this sooner or later, no matter who it is. No wonder you told me that you would let me meet my daughter-in-law in 3 months. You really kept your promise. Xing Xiao raised a brow, his smile confident and flamboyant. Wasn't he always like that? Since you've picked a house, I'll prepare it for you as soon as possible. You can move in after your engagement. And 2 bodyguards. Mama Xing nodded in agreement. I'll prepare everything for you. Xing Xiao, I'm standing with you for Chi-Chi. Don't disappoint me. Then why are you standing on Chi's side? Xing Xiao asked his mother, looking intrigued. Mama Xing thought about it and finally answered, I have a feeling that you would fight us to the death for her. That's not a feeling. It's real. That's why it's your son's life. Don't touch it. Mama Xing was stunned. She never knew that her son could be so possessive, and did not know if it was good or bad for Chi-Chi to be with him. But she hoped that she was doing the right thing. After Mama Xing left, Xing Xiao stared blankly at the guest list his mother had given him. There was no other reason than that he had the urge to avenge his little one. This old man was hiding something. Did he think that he did not know what he was planning? But he was not in a hurry. He still had a lot of time in the future. After the date of the engagement was announced, both the Sheng and Shen families started to prepare. Grandpa Shen was very satisfied when he got to know Xingzhao's guest list. So he invited all his good friends to the banquet. He was doing this to support his granddaughter and cheer her on. Although Grandpa Shen's good friends did not expect that the Shen family would unite with the Xing family through marriage because of the difference in seniority, what could they do when they met two devils? Grandpa Shen had already thrown away his dignity. In the past few days, the matter between Mu Qiqi and Xingxiao was not just a hot topic. It was a huge blow to Lin Muan, because he had already predicted in his heart that the two of them would never get together. Because the background and culture of the two families were very different. Moreover, there was a gap in their seniority. So he had long thought that the two of them would part ways one day. But he never expected that they would get engaged. Because of that, Mu Qiqi and Xingxiao were about to get engaged. As a young master of a rich family, there were not many people who could marry whoever they wanted. They never had the freedom to do so. That was why he drew a clear line between him and Lu Qianqian. Because he had never thought that there would be someone who could overcome the restraints of the world. In the past few nights he had thought about it a lot and kept tossing and turning. He had to figure out what he was afraid of losing and what he wanted. And Lu Qianqian's sweaty face kept appearing in his mind. He could not get it out of his mind no matter how hard he tried. That feeling was too uncomfortable. Especially when old Lin told him that he was going to attend Mu Qiqi's engagement ceremony half a month later. He suddenly had an impulse and did something very stupid. He called the previous director and asked if he still had Lu Qianqian's number. After all, didn't he delete her number before this? When he got his phone back, he hugged it and lay on the sofa. He hesitated again. Because he knew that little Pepper was really irritating. He might ignore him. She might even scold him for being a scumbag or a lunatic. But he just wanted Lu Qianqian's response. Chapter 249. He was very distressed. But he did not know that his phone was placed beside him and accidentally touched it. So he sent a message to Lu Qianqian. Are you having sex? Because every time he typed a word on his phone, there would be some related words on it. So Lin Mu and accidentally touched it and chose the related words. Then he sent the message. After a while his phone received a message. Lin Muan picked it up and was shocked. You pervert. Are you crazy? Do you want to be beaten up? When Lin Muan saw this line, all his coolness was gone. He was touched. Because Lu Qianqian finally replied. Although it was a beautiful misunderstanding. Yes. Lu Qianqian felt very complicated through the screen. She had not contacted him for a long time. Now she suddenly contacted him again. She actually felt like she had lost him and found him again. How could a scumbag like Lin Muan be worthy? *T. Let's keep in touch. I also want to try causing trouble. After Lin Muan replied, he put down his phone. He finally got rid of his annoyed mood. He whistled and went to take a shower. He did not want to do things step by step anymore. He did not want to listen to orders anymore. He did not want to contact that little Pepper anymore. When Lu Qianqian saw this, she also threw away her phone in annoyance. The scumbag. Was he still angry? But for some reason the corner of her mouth was secretly curling up. After the date of the engagement ceremony was set, the most important thing for Mu Qiqi now was the gown she would wear for the ceremony. Mama Xing really hired a top international designer to tailor the gown for Mu Qiqi. Of course, Xingzhao's gown also needed to be matched. They took the night off and went to the boutique. But the designer was a little surprised when he saw Mu Qiqi was still so young. After listening to the shop assistant's explanation, he gave Mu Qiqi a thumbs up. An 18-year-old bride. You are really amazing. Now almost everyone in the world called Mu Qiqi an 18-year-old bride. Some of them were envious while others were simply sarcastic and jealous. Xingxiao sat on the sofa and hugged Mu Qiqi. His posture was not easy to get along with. It gave people a dangerous feeling of alienation. Mu Qiqi did not say anything. But Xingxiao said to the shop assistant, change the designer, Crown Prince, this is. What he said made me very unhappy. I don't care what you say behind my back, but if you can't control your mouth in front of me, you will have to pay the price. I heard your translation just now. The shop assistants were dumbfounded. Their expressions were even uglier than crying. Crown Prince, please forgive us. These people are just trying to make a living. It's not easy. Since you know it won't be easy, then don't take advantage of it. After Xianxia said that, he stood up with Mu Qiqi. The measurements are done. I want to see the design in 2 days. Remember, change the designer. Mu Qiqi couldn't help saying, Xiao, those words aren't that bad. Besides, don't you get tired of doing that all the time? You're still trying to act innocent after taking advantage of me? Xianxia glanced at her. If I don't show my attitude earlier, they will think that I'm really just playing around. Mu Qiqi said nothing. She simply hugged Xianxiao's arm. After all, she was about to become a young bride that everyone envied. Even so, she knew very well that she would only have Xianxia after she joined the Xing family. Not even Mama Xing could fully care for her. That was why Xianxia did everything he could to establish her authority and protect her. It was all because he wanted to tell others that his people were not to be touched. Mu Qiqi said nothing, but Xianxia understood her silence. Are you tired? I'm tired for you. Mu Qiqi said helplessly. I didn't do anything. Especially not for you. You'll know if I'm tired later. Xianxiao's words had a double meaning. He brought Mu Qiqi to Jingting. Since it would be their long-term residence, Xianxia brought Mu Qiqi here to check out the place. This yard has decades of history. Several generations have lived here, but it's well protected because it's often renovated. Mu Qiqi stood downstairs. She was about to say something when Xianxia picked her up and walked into the villa. Xiao, I didn't let anyone touch the furnishings inside. I asked Mom to change the bed and sheets. Let's try it out now. Hey! Mu Qiqi wanted to resist, but she was stunned when she entered the new house. The bathtub was in the bedroom, and the entire house was filled with French romanticism. It looked like a noble's home. Actually, it's very depressing, isn't it? Xianxia asked Mu Qiqi. He did not do anything when he leaned over and pressed Mu Qiqi down. Huh. The Xing family and the outside world are giving you invisible pressure. Xianxia explained, completing what he did not say. Mu Qiqi looked at Xianxia seriously. But I still want to be by your side. I want to be your young bride. I was very lonely when you didn't appear. It's only when you appeared that I feel that life is not so boring. That's why I'm holding you with all my might now and not letting you go. You have your aunt, grandfather and father. But I only have you. Mu Qiqi's heart ached at Xianxiao's words. Such a flamboyant man, a man who was like a god, was telling her that he was lonely. But she could understand Xianxiao's loneliness very well. The bigger the family, the less sincere they were. Even a small family was used, let alone a diamond empire like Huangyao. Who did not want diamonds in this world? So she kissed Xianxiao's lips. In my heart you will always be the Xianxia I have a crush on. The Xianxia who brought me to the Ferris wheel, to the revolving restaurant and to the tattoo shop. That's why I won't leave you easily. Even if the Xing family is hell, I will go forward bravely for you. Good girl. Xianxia kissed Mu Qiqi's neck. So you can tell me directly if there is any problem with the Xing family. I am your young bride, but my heart is not small. Can hold many things. But what if the Xing family embarrasses you at the engagement ceremony? Then I'll embarrass them 10 times more than me. Mu Qiqi vowed. Because she firmly believed that a person's greatest wealth was themselves. She would not change herself for any reason. As long as there was a bottom line, she would never lose her principles when facing others. And to her, the Xing family making things difficult for her was torturing Xianxia. She would not be a naive girl who would endure everything. She had to protect Xianxia too. Chapter 250. ******* At Jingting Villa. The wedding night was taking place ahead of schedule, while dinner was going on in the Xing family. Because of Xingxiao's marriage, the 4th and 7th eldest sisters had returned early. Aside from them, the eldest young master and the 6th eldest of the Xing family had stayed in Jianchuan, while the other siblings were scattered all over the world. Xingxiao's father was the eldest in the family, but he was the last to get married. He only got Xingxia when the other 3 brothers were born, and so he was the 8th child in the family. Grandfather, do you think 8th brother should go to the cemetery to pay respects to his ancestors before the engagement according to tradition? As for us brothers and sisters, shouldn't we prepare a big gift for him? Seventh sister asked the old man, testing the waters. The old man chuckled but waved her off. Your sister-in-law is still young. You don't have to do that. On the surface, it appeared as if he was using Qiqi's age as a shield, but it also revealed to the entire Xing family that she was someone whom they did not even need to tell their ancestors about. In other words, the old man did not think much of her at all. That was why it was better not to mention it in front of their ancestors. Although we don't have to pay respects to our ancestors, we can't skip the gift. Seventh sister naturally had to speak nicely in front of Mama Xing. Fourth sister glanced at the scene and then at Mama Xing, and knew how difficult it was for her to be involved in it. And I must bring my friends on the day of the engagement to celebrate eighth brother's birthday. Fourth sister was not a meddlesome person, and only went to Mama Xing's room alone after dinner. Eldest aunt, grandfather's behavior tonight shows that he doesn't think well of the girl, and he doesn't want to acknowledge her identity. And seventh sister is the one who understands grandfather the most. If she says she wants to bring her friends, wouldn't she be bringing her best friend? It's no secret that she wants to introduce her best friend to eighth brother, but it's a complete provocation to bring her to the engagement party after knowing that eighth brother is engaged. She doesn't think much of you at all. After Mama Xing heard that, she took a deep breath and sneered. Qiqi is still young. She has become a shield for everything. But before she even entered the Xing family, she has already been used. That's right. If there's anything you need me for, just let me know. What's eighth brother's attitude? If Xing Minghui really dares to bring her here, Xianxia will definitely not give her face. Yesterday this brat told me that Mu Qiqi is his life. Even I, his mother, cannot touch her, let alone others. Oh? How could eighth brother say something like that? I really want to get to know this little sister-in-law. Fourth brother of the Xing family appeared interested in meeting Mu Qiqi. You'll see them soon. Fourth sister nodded and left Mama Xing's room. However, she bumped into Jingyun on her way back. They looked at each other and Jingyun immediately lowered his head and called out, Miss Minglan, are you working for eighth brother? I'm going back to my room to rest. Then you should rest. It's been a long day. After that, Lao Si was about to return to his room, but he seemed to have thought of something and turned to Jingyun. I want to meet this little sister-in-law. Can you arrange it? You can tell eighth brother that I won't make things difficult for her. If there's one kind-hearted person in this family, it's Miss Minglan. I'll pass on my message to young master. Fourth sister nodded and turned to return to her room. It was then that Jingyun withdrew his gaze and clutched his chest. It had been so many years but nothing had changed. His heart would race every time he met Miss Minglan. He knew why, but he could not say it. Because it was hidden so well, not even Xianxia had noticed it. Late that night, Jingyun told Xianxia that fourth sister wanted to meet Mu Qiqi. Xianxia did not object. He knew very well who was loyal and who was treacherous in the Xing family. Among all the siblings, only fourth sister was truly considerate of others. As for the others, they were all utilitarian. I'll bring cheer there after school tomorrow. Understood, young master. Xianxia hung up the phone and turned to look at Mu Qiqi, who was sleeping soundly on the bed. Seeing that she was sleeping soundly, he walked to the study and looked down. He wanted to choose the best place to install the security system. He would do it himself. He would never ask someone else to do it. Qiqi would stir up a storm when she married into the Xing family. He had to think of a way to protect her. On the other hand, seventh sister called her best friend before she went to bed. Huilan, don't worry. Grandpa doesn't care about that little girl. You still have a chance. Moreover, I tested Grandpa at the dinner table just now. He didn't object to me bringing my best friend here. It means that Grandpa hasn't given up on finding a real wife for eighth brother. You have to show your face in front of Grandpa more often. On the day of the engagement, you can come and see how weak your enemy is. I'm not lying to you. Then it's a promise. You must come when the day comes. It was not wrong to say that Mu Qiqi was weak. She was born with a stain. Even if she was Xin Jianchuan's daughter as a member of the Xin family, she was not that legitimate. Not to mention that she was a university student, she was also a forensic doctor. There was nothing that Grandpa Xin liked about her. No wonder Grandpa Xin treated her as his own grandson and played house with her. However, she had never thought about Mu Qiqi's position in Xing Zhao's heart. Perhaps she thought that no matter how evil Xing Zhao was, he would not do anything to his sister. So it would depend on whether she could embarrass Mu Qiqi on the engagement ceremony. The next day Xianxia picked Mu Qiqi up from school and brought her to the hotel. Mu Qiqi saw that it was not the way home, so she asked him, "Where are we going this time?" "I'm bringing you to meet someone. You didn't tell me earlier." "I'm not prepared at all." Mu Qiqi glared at him. "You don't need to prepare anything to meet this person." Then Xianxia stopped the car at the entrance of the hotel and got out of the car with Mu Qiqi. When they arrived at the private room, Mu Qiqi was relieved when she saw that there was only one woman sitting at the small dining table. It was because fourth sister knew that using a big table would make people feel alienated. So she asked the waiter to change the table to a small one. After all, there were only 3 or 4 people. When fourth sister saw her, she immediately stood up and said to Xianxia, "Is this the little sister-in-law who made 8th brother create such a big scene?" "This is 4th sister," Xianxia explained. "You can get to know her without worry." Chapter 251. I can't wait to see how special the girl who managed to subdue Xianxia is. So I can't wait for the engagement ceremony. Fourth sister had her hair tied up and was wearing a long black dress. She looked very elegant, but her aura was very gentle. Mu Qiqi liked it very much. Now that I have met her, I am less worried after knowing about Qiqi's past. Now that I have met her, all my worries are gone. Fourth sister smiled. "Are you worried that she will be bullied?" Xianxia understood what fourth sister meant. Qiqi is not afraid. Her eyes are firm and fearless. She looks just like you when you were young. Fourth sister had always been a good judge of character. I can tell that you have taught her. If that's the case, I am relieved. You should know that your 7th sister is restless. That depends on how restless she is. There was a hint of danger in Xingzhao's words. It looks like I'll have to look forward to your engagement ceremony. Mu Qiqi listened to fourth sister and knew that she really liked her sister. Although there were 8 siblings in the Xing family, they were not that different in age. The 3 of them chatted happily. Laughter could be heard from time to time in the private room. Fourth sister was a very considerate person. She was very considerate when it came to other people's feelings. So, during the whole night she did not even mention anything about Mu Qiqi's age. She did not even mention that Mu Qiqi was an 18-year-old bride. In the meantime, fourth sister went to the washroom. Mu Qiqi could not help but ask Xianxia, "How old is fourth sister? Is she not married yet?" 29. She's single. She used to have a fiancé. But he was greedy for her family background. So he kept a mistress outside. After she found out, he has been single ever since. Mu Qiqi nodded and did not ask further. But fourth sister brought Jingyun back to the Xing family. Jingyun was only in his teens then. Because he is the same age as me, he has been with me ever since. I see. There are so many stories in the Xing family. No matter how many stories there are, they are not as legendary as you, little one. Not everyone could win him over at 18. Soon fourth sister came out of the washroom. She said, "I brought you a gift from Vienna. I will give it to you next time." Fourth sister, you don't have to be so polite. No, 8th brother asked me for it. I must get it for him. Mu Qiqi did not refuse, and the 3 of them left the hotel together. Soon fourth sister's car sped away in front of Xianxia and Xianxia. Mu Qiqi was very envious of fourth sister of the Shen family, because she remembered that Xianxia had mentioned that fourth sister was a legend as well. "I think I'm getting to know your family better now, and you better." Mu Qiqi couldn't help telling him on the way home. Holding her little fist, Xianxia brought her home for a stroll. It was too close to Jingting. It was also because old fourth had taken their convenience into consideration. "Didn't we agree to live in a small villa before the engagement? I still want to see Auntie more." "I suddenly regret saying that." Xianxia suddenly pressed Mu Qiqi against a tree by the roadside and kissed her without caring about the occasion. "I wanted to kiss you like this in the small mansion too." Mu Qiqi leaned against the tree and looked at the crowd around them. She blushed. "You are so naughty," Xianxia was satisfied after teasing Mu Qiqi. Then he let go of her and brought her back to the hotel. Xianxia wanted Mu Qiqi to smile like that for the rest of her life. But at the same time he felt sorry for her. Because she never cared why old Xing did not want to see her, why they had to prepare for the engagement ceremony, and why they had to fight the enemy as if it was a battlefield. It was as if she trusted him without hesitation all the way. even if she knew that she was going to suffer. Silly girl. 2 days later, the gowns for the engagement ceremony were sent to Jingting. The bodyguards that Xianxia had requested from Mama Xing were also sent to Jingting. Besides that, Mama Xing had specially hired someone to take care of Xianxia and Muqiqi's daily life. It was a very thoughtful arrangement. The bodyguard was on standby. As for the maid who took care of Muqiqi, Xianxia asked her to come to work after the engagement ceremony. At the moment, Muqiqi was standing in the bedroom, staring blankly at the gown on the bed. Try it on. Seeing the man behind her, Muqiqi turned around and said, I don't want you to see it. Otherwise there will be no surprise on the day of the engagement. Xianxia pulled her to sit on his lap and nodded. As you wish. But you have to try it on. If there is anything that doesn't fit, we can change it. It was custom made. So fast. Xianxia shook his head and explained, this is a gown worn by a princess abroad. I asked someone to modify it and make it unique. It's used to show your status. Muqiqi looked at the gown on the bed. She immediately knew how heavy it was. I will ask Xianxian to help me try it on tomorrow. Xianxia did not force her. He pulled her closer and kissed her. It must be very tiring to prepare for the engagement. If you can't take it, I will ask Mom to simplify it. No need. As your woman, am I so weak? How many people are waiting to see me make a fool of myself? I don't want to admit defeat so easily. Muqiqi did not have the slightest intention to compromise. Soon it would be the day of her engagement with Xiaoxiao. It would be one of the most unforgettable events in her life. She should not let a few clowns ruin it. Moreover, who said that she was still an outsider after entering the Xing family? She would tell the Xing family that she and Xiaoxiao were the most compatible in this world. Are you nervous? No. After all, if someone really embarrasses me during the engagement ceremony, Grandpa and Dad will not let it go. Fourth sister was right. The little one's eyes were shining. At this moment, Xianxia was very obsessed with this little one. You are a bodyguard and a servant. Why don't you just be yourself? Your grandpa doesn't approve of me. But it doesn't mean that I can't get his approval. We still have time, don't we? After hearing this, Xianxiao's eyes flashed with a smile. Then he pressed the little one on the bed. Hey, the gown is on me. Can you at least tidy up the gown? Isn't there only one? After dinner in the Xing family, fourth sister was about to go back to her room. But seventh sister pulled her back. Sister, I heard that you went to see Xingzhao's bride? Fourth sister looked at the owner of her hand and frowned. But she did not show it. I have seen her. She is very beautiful. Chapter 252. Fourth sister let go of her sister's hand and smiled. It's not up to you to decide what kind of wife Xianxia wants. It's up to Grandpa to decide what kind of granddaughter-in-law he wants. I understand that you want to push your little sister up the ladder. But seventh sister, I will not be involved in this matter. You should find someone else. Sister, we're family. Please help me. How about this? I will call Xianxiao and ask him if he wants to change his bride. It will be a help to you. Having said that, fourth sister was about to take out her phone. But seventh sister held her hand. Sister, I am just joking. You don't have to take it seriously. You really don't need it? You stopped me just now. You want me to help you? Fourth sister asked seventh sister again. Don't blame me for not being considerate when the time comes. No, I won't. Seventh sister waved her hand. Fourth sister turned around and left. Seventh sister snorted. Do you think you can control everything just because you are older than me? I can't bully you. But I can bully the bride. Oh, I'm sorry. Then you won't be able to bully me. The next day, Muqiqi invited Lu Qianxian to Jingting. She wanted Qianxian to see if the gown fit her. When Lu Qianxian arrived at the villa, she was surprised. The crown prince is so generous. Chichi, this villa is so difficult to buy. Now it is your and the crown prince's love nest. Moreover, there are bodyguards. The crown prince is so considerate. You like to laugh at me. Hurry up and help me try on the gown. Muqiqi took out the gown from the wardrobe. It was a full-length gown. The hem of the gown was in the shape of a feather. The body of the gown was decorated with feathers. It symbolized the wings of an angel. Lu Qianxian was stunned. Hurry up and put it on. Let me see. Muqiqi put on the gown. Then she felt that the front was a little empty. She covered it. My breasts are not big enough. You are wrong. The crown prince knows what is the most beautiful part of you. It is such a waste not to show your slender neck. You are so perfect. Lu Xianxian gave Mu Qiqi a thumbs up. It is perfect. Mu Qiqi looked at herself in the mirror and felt like she had been reborn. It was as if she was about to become another person. Crown Prince really has a good eye. I'm afraid I've given you all the best things in the world. Mu Qiqi carefully took off the gown and put it back into the closet. Then she looked at Lu Xianxian. I still want you to attend my engagement ceremony. Didn't we agree before? I'm not going. Lu Xianxian smiled nonchalantly. Moreover, that person would be put in a difficult position if she went. Anyway, I have my own considerations and things I want to protect. You don't have to worry about them. In the end, Mu Qiqi did not insist. All right then. These few days Lu Xianxian had been thinking about a lot when she reconnected with Lin Mu-en. Since Lin Mu-en was willing to continue being friends with her despite his family's objections, she could not be so impulsive and make things difficult for her friend. Since the outside world had so many opinions about her, she would try her best to keep a low profile. After having lunch with Mu Qiqi in Jingting, Lu Xianxian went to the martial arts club. Lin Mu-en was already there. He was waiting impatiently. You've stepped on the ants. I'm going to Jingting to see Mu Qiqi try on her gown. Lu Xianxian changed into her sportswear and walked to the sandbag. Aren't you going to her engagement ceremony? Lin Mu-en asked curiously. Do you think it's good for her if I go? Lu Xianxian clenched her fist and punched the sandbag. Since you know what to do, why go and embarrass yourself? If you want to go, I have a way. Lin Mu-en said. I lack a female companion. I can help you to dress up. Won't it be even more embarrassing if you are exposed? Lu Xianxian glared at Lin Mu-en. Don't keep coming up with stupid ideas. Lin Mu-en laughed when he heard that. Lu Xianxian, you are pretty and have a good family. Why are you blind? If I'm not blind, how can I be your friend? Lu Xianxian snorted. Let's meet somewhere else. It's not just the martial arts club. You still owe me a day. If you are photographed, your reputation as young Master Lin will be ruined. Lu Xianxian did not think much of it. If worst comes to worst, I will fall into the devil's path with you. Lin Mu-en smiled warmly. If we want to be friends, we should be the most loyal and considerate ones. Otherwise, we are just plastic flowers. Lu Xianxian did not say anything. She just smiled secretly when she turned around. When Qi is getting engaged, you should help to keep an eye on her. If there are any messy people who cause trouble for Qi, help her to make a name for herself. Lin Mu-en patted his chest after he heard that. What's wrong with that? Leave it to me. Then Lin Mu-en chased after Lu Xianxian and asked, Do you know how to swim? I need a coach. The kind where I can kiss and breathe in the water. And Lu Xianxian's answer was, of course, a beating. The preparation for the engagement was very fast. Mama Sheng tried her best to make it unforgettable for her son. And the Shen family asked Mu Qiqi and Xianxia to go to the Shen family's ancestral hall 3 days before the engagement. Although there was no place for Mu Qiqi in the Shen family, Xianxia was recognized as their grandson-in-law in the eyes of the Shen family. Tell the ancestors that the Shen family has a new member. Grandpa Shen stood behind them and said to them, Xianxia, I don't know the rules of the Shen family. But from today onwards you are also a part of the Shen family. If you dare to let Mu Qiqi down one day, the Shen family's ancestral hall and the rules in Grandpa Shen's hands will be ready for you. I will remember. Xianxia only answered Grandpa Shen with these 4 words. Since you have told the ancestors, you can go now. See you at the engagement ceremony. Grandpa Shen said to them. Grandpa, go. Grandpa Shen drove Mu Qiqi away. Mu Qiqi wanted to say something, but Grandpa Shen had already turned his back to them. Xianxia patted Mu Qiqi's head and led her out of the Shen family. We are staying in Jingting, not in the Shen family. You can come back to the Shen family anytime. Mu Qiqi turned around and looked at Grandpa Shen. Then she got rid of Xianxiao's hand and knelt at the door. She kowtowed to Grandpa Shen. She would not let down the glory of the Shen family. Xianxia looked at Mu Qiqi. When she kowtowed to him, he said, It's not too late to regret it now. You are already claiming that you are the grandson-in-law of the Shen family. Do you still want to deny it? Mu Qiqi stood up and glared at Xianxia. Xiaxia, you are so worried now. It means that the engagement ceremony will be exciting. Chapter 253. On the night before the engagement, Mama Xing arranged for them to have dinner alone. She also wanted Papa Xing to meet his daughter-in-law before the engagement, so that he would not make a fool of himself during the engagement ceremony. In fact, her husband's indifference towards this matter had left a scar in Mama Xing's heart. So she did not expect her husband to acknowledge Mu Qiqi's identity, because it was not important. She was never a woman who depended on a man. It was fine if her husband did not like Mu Qiqi. She would love Xiaoqi just like her son. No one could force others to stand on the same side as them, even if that man was their own husband. It was 7 o'clock at night. Xianxia brought Mu Qiqi along. They dressed up and went to meet his parents in the hotel. Of course, Xianxia had already given Mu Qiqi a heads up beforehand. As a father, he just had to put on a perfunctory front on the surface. There was no need to deliberately curry favor with him because he knew very well what kind of person his father was. Soon the four of them sat in the dining room. Papa Xing studied Mu Qiqi from the moment he sat down. Although he was looking at her cursorily, he did not make things difficult for her. After all, he still had to give face to the Shen family. Mu Qiqi did not have stage fright. Her posture was very calm. Every movement of hers was very calm. She showed great manners. Mama Xing nodded in satisfaction when she saw that. Although Xiaoqi had a rough life, she did not slack off in terms of etiquette. She behaved like a lady of a rich family. This was the first time Papa Xing saw her, so he could not find any fault with her. So Papa Xing could only pick on Xingzhao's faults. Although you are engaged, you should still focus on your career. After dinner you should go home. I have something important to tell you. I am engaged tomorrow. Xingzhao did not think much of it. It won't affect your good fortune. Papa Xing snorted. But he could not find fault with Mu Qiqi from the beginning to the end. Moreover, he was very conflicted. He did not like Mu Qiqi. But he was afraid of her identity as a Shen. So he could only ignore her. When it was almost time for dinner, he told Mu Qiqi, "You are only 18. You are very young. But don't exhaust Xingzhao too much. Do you understand? You must be a good wife for him. 18 is the right age to have fun, but I hope that he will still focus on expanding his career. Can you promise me that?" Mu Qiqi did a double take and was about to answer when Xingzhao put an arm over her shoulder and told Papa Xing, "She won't agree to anything because I'm the one bothering her." Papa Xing was angry, but he didn't flare up. Instead, he sighed helplessly and left first. "Your father wants you to come home. Let me send Qiqi home first," Mama Xing said to Xingzhao. Xingzhao shook his head and refused. "I'll take her home with me and let her stay in my room. We'll go home together when this is over." When Mama Xing heard this, she could only nod. "Even Mom is worried?" "It's not that I'm worried. I just can't bear to part with you for even a second." Xingzhao held Mu Qiqi's hand and smiled at Mama Xing. Mama Xing couldn't do anything to her son, so she cleared the way for him. Logically speaking, Qiqi is perfectly justified in going to the Xing family. She shouldn't have any scruples. Still, I know that the brat doesn't want to make you uncomfortable, so I won't tell the rest of the Xing family. Thank you, pretty aunt. Mu Qiqi could feel that Mama Xing treated her sincerely, from the preparations for the engagement ceremony to the reception of people. That was why she could treat Mama Xing as her own mother. Soon the two cars drove into the Xing's residence one after the other. Mu Qiqi was left in awe when she saw the entire villa complex. After all, she had seen a lot of things, but she was still shocked by the Xing family's grandeur. "We went to 8th brother's room from another route. You can rest in his room first." Mama Xing opened the door to Xingzhao's room and settled Mu Qiqi inside. "If you want to come out and get to know everyone, I can bring you, Mom. It's okay." Mu Qiqi answered a little awkwardly. "You'll be Mom after tomorrow. You don't have to be nervous." Mama Xing said gently and closed the door for Mu Qiqi. This was the place where Xiao grew up. It was designed in a very masculine style. It was tough and sexy. The whole room was mainly gray, but it was not monotonous at all. Mu Qiqi walked around Xingzhao's room. Then she sat on his big bed and waited. She could see that Xiao did not like to read. There was not even a magazine in his room. At that moment, Xing Minghui heard that Xingzhao was back. So she told her best friend Huilan the good news. Huilan, this is your last chance. Eighth brother is getting engaged tomorrow. He's living outside now. It's not easy for him to come back. You must seize the chance. Are you sure he's back? The light in his room is on. Xing Minghui was very excited. You're so beautiful. You have such a good family background. And you like him so much. I can't think of a reason for him to reject you. At least you're better than that stunted girl, right? The other party weighed the pros and cons. She felt that this might be her chance. She wanted to see if she could make Xianxia not get engaged to Muqiqi. Then I'll come over now. We're so close. I'll wait for you. Xing Minghui felt that she could still fight for her friend. Because she was confident that her friend was better than Muqiqi in every aspect. But she never thought that as the crown prince of Huangyao, Xianxia could get any woman he wanted. Since it was Muqiqi, she must have her strong points. A person's feelings were not about comparing conditions all the time. But of course she was still single. So she did not understand this. At that moment, Xianxia was still in Papa Sheng's study. And Muqiqi was waiting in Xingzhao's room. Mama Xing knew that fourth sister liked her sister-in-law. So she told her that Muqiqi was in Xingzhao's room. Fourth sister had just returned home. She wanted to tidy herself up before going to Xingzhao's room. But then Xing Minghui and her friend had already arrived at the door of Xingzhao's room. Eighth brother, are you there? Xing Minghui knocked on the door to listen to what was going on inside. Because Muqiqi had just washed her hands, she could hear the sound of water. So Xing Minghui was sure that someone was inside. I know you're there. Open the door for me. Muqiqi did not answer. She thought that since she could not hide anymore, she might as well meet the Xing family. But Xing Minghui said to Huilan, you can talk at the door. He will definitely hear you. Then turn around. Xing Minghui's friend said to her, blushing. You're tuning in to the Zhou Xian's Legacy YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.